Lots of things could have happened. Oh yeah, now I'm back. Now I remember.
Like it was yesterday. Hang on.
Alright, where was I? Back at the old signal station, back where it all began. Alright? Alright.
Was this Aloha Joe? I think
This is Aloha Joe. Hang on. This is Aloha Joe.
I can tell.
Got a phone?
Chad, I've always had this phone.
Alright. Alright. Let's refocus. Let's figure out what the deal is at the old station. Alright? It's been a little bit since we've been here.
The first thing you'll note, most likely, chat, is that the
Rocks, the formations of mountains in this game have been updated. Slightly.
they've altered the look of the exterior a little bit.
It's more rocky and mountainous. We're no longer in a valley, we're in a fucking chasm.
We're in a pit. We can't get out.
And this here is the only life for miles now. This here one tree.
Terraforming aliens.
Yeah. He's still here. For some reason, I assumed you would have been dead by now. I'm seasonally accurate and all. He should have been gone. They should have killed him. But yet he's still here.
I gotta get back into the swing of things. I haven't played this game in like a month or so.
Can I backseat something cool? No! I know all the cool things.
I also know that locking the door officially doesn't do anything, but I'm gonna do it anyway so that
People don't screech at me. Chat, behold. The sun is setting, but that's the perfect time to the sun's rising. And that's the perfect time to use our new telescope I bought off of Amazon for $20 to zoom in at like that.
Look, now we can see if something's trying to sneak into our fucking shit.
Real nice and easy like, no problem.
Now let's look right into the sun.
Without these clouds, we'd be blind by now.
Tomato, why are you locking the doors?
Because if I don't, people can get pissy. But good news is, chat, with the power of this, we can actually check what the thing is. Like, every single time that we played this game in the past, chat, something's been flying overhead and people have said, like, what is that? And I say, that's an alien. And they say, there's no fucking way that's an alien. Prove it. And then I do this. And this doesn't mean very much.
Because it doesn't actually enhance the visual
fidelity of the game for you guys much at all. So hopefully now, with the inclusion of the telescope,
you guys will finally believe me
when I tell you that I actually did see an alien in this game. Now then. Make sure to lock these doors. Don't want anyone sneaking in.
Where's Rover Chan?
Out front! Not doing anything, as they should be. Shut up!
Not you. I was talking to Aloha Joe.
It's very important, chat, that we get ourselves refreshed on our job. Alright, it's been a month since we were on the job, since we were working at the old station. Actually following signals, actually doing some goddamn work. Now, I will say that I don't remember any of the fucking signals that we received, but what I can do is go right into the database and check them myself. Story signals. The last day of duty.
Well, I mean, I guess we can start at the beginning, because
we've received quite a couple from Mars specifically, since we started our work. Now, typically when it comes to signals, you can assume that they're gonna sound like this. That wasn't the sound. That's static. We picked up someone's TV. That sounded like this. That's also static.
It sounds like a little bit like a whale. Or the absence of sound. Huh? Hear that? This whale's shy.
This is a shy whale.
If we find a super Jupiter, this one had a wacky sound. I'm lying. It was just more quiet whales. Oh no, this was the elementary school like band sound. Every single like kid in elementary school trying to learn how to play the recorder.
I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Okay. Now those are the fucking baby signals, all right?
Those are pathetic.
Now let's kick it up a notch.
This was a signal
We received on Mars just before the beginning of the end, and by the beginning of the end, I mean my last session of the game I played. We decoded it, and all it said was Mars base. Crew is nervous. We need to do something. Apparently, Mars has been having a bad time over the course of this game. This is what it sounded like. Okay. I'm cool. All right.
And then we got some stuff
From Space Explorers on the last time we played this.
exactly a month ago, pretty much now.
It just says, it is trying to escape.
Which is, believe it or not, was the exact same sound.
Which was about when I gave up and said, I'm not getting any new signals.
But then they updated the game more recently.
And apparently they added more signals, which will help us
Maybe not get an immediate repeat of the exact same story cue again.
But this was the last one we got from the Space Explorers. On an exoplanet far, far away, and it just said, it is multiplying. Don't come. Sort of a wet sound. You can hear like the fucking sound of like a slap. Here, listen again. Like, listen with your ears, chat. Listen with your ears carefully.
Hear that slap right there at the beginning?
Hear that slap? Whatever it is, it's very wet. Possibly an amphibious sort of being. You know what I mean? A very moist being.
They make slurping sounds.
Oh yeah.
We discovered 96 signals so far.
I anticipate we'll discover quite a couple more today.
We've ascended to the point in the gameplay experience where we no longer really need to upgrade because we already have a perfect station.
So this is pretty much just like pure, raw, gamer, signal,
Detection.
gameplay. You understand?
And an excuse for me to drink coffee while going crazy. Does everyone know how to play this game?
Cause like I can
Go through the basics again.
for ye not already acquainted with the setup.
Please explain, I'm so lost.
Ah yes, then it is time for my favorite part of every game.
Join me.
First step of any Signal Simulator stream is alright, we'll start all the way at the beginning of like waking up, like beginning of the day, new day, big new day, all alone in my giant facility. I wake up,
I look at the clock. It's early. I start to think about all the different things I could have been doing with my day instead of going straight to my computers and staring at numbers for the next 5 hours. But instead, I get up, I go straight to the bathroom. I take a heaving shit. But I don't lift up the toilet seat because I don't know how.
I think about washing my hands in the sink, but the sink doesn't actually work. It's a plastic installment made by the government. We don't have any fucking actual plumbing in this building. This is a solid layer of jello. It doesn't actually have water in it. So I don't actually get to wash myself at this facility. I'm a filthy, dirty boy. And over I get a meal. A delicious meal by myself. These 3 extra chairs are meaningless. The government got them for me to remind me that if I act up, my family will be killed. No one actually comes to this facility at all, but me. All right. Don't like monk a W or whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. All right, it's been happening for a while now, chat.
Sit down at my desk. Big new day. First things first. Before I can even start to look for signals, chat, I have to note my system efficiency and my charge efficiency. System efficiency is how well my system is going to actually work, how quickly it's going to detect things. As you can see, we're hemorrhaging power. And that's partially to do with the fact that our charge efficiency is stinky poo-poo garbage. Yes, it's the middle of the night, but our charge efficiency is important to have higher, because eventually it will be valuable
when the sun comes up. So, we need to head outside and immediately clean off the solar panels. Why these things can't automatically be cleaned from here, I don't know. You'd have to ask my higher-ups.
and they don't answer my calls.
So I can't ask for you. You'd have to go and find the numbers for me. Let's hop into
My ground rover.
and swing on over to the solar panel array.
Why do you lock the doors? In case some psychopath decides to try to break in.
Chat, these things expel massive amounts of radio waves every second. You point those at a man, chat, they're gonna turn into a platypus. Do you understand me? They're gonna turn right into a platypus within 5 seconds. Their brain will explode and they'll turn into like a duck-billed platypus motherfucker. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this button. That's gonna tell the wipers to clean off our solar panels. Get rid of all the gunk. Oh yeah, look at that clean. Look at that clean.
Look at that, as good as new. I can actually.
I don't actually think that one works. This one, look at the shine on the solar panels on this thing. Look at you could cook an egg off of this thing, chat. You cook an egg right off of that thing, and all that space gunk that's now cleaned off of that is gonna put our charge efficiency at a good old 99.87%, which is meaningless right now. We're still gonna continue to hemorrhage system efficiency because it's the middle of the night. But when the sun comes up, that's going to help us get our power back up, which is going to be helpful when we try to get signals. It's time to begin the actual work. Are you still with me? Because I'm about to talk you through how to actually find a signal in this game. That was the baby stuff. That was just looking at a number.
That was simple, LOL. Of course it was. This whole game is very simple. You just
have to be, you have to not be a brainlet.
How is Rover Chan?
Right there! Where they'll stay until the end of time. I hate them.
We won't be using them ever. Don't ever look at Rover Chan.
Don't talk to them. I hate them. I know, understand. No coffee? Ah, yes, we are out of coffee. Naturally, before we begin our desk work for any day, we gotta fill up our cup of coffee. Gotta get some coffee, Chan.
Is this the same save as before? Yeah, there's no point in changing the save.
There's no point in that.
Why switch to a save that's less powerful if we're still like getting new story stuff, you know?
All right. Welcome to my mainframe, Chet. All right. Let me walk you through how we find a signal. Head on over to your laptop. Open it. Head on over to scanner. Open it. Scan for a signal incredibly casually. Once we get one, we judge it based off of what it looks like. All right?
This is very important. We want to avoid anything that looks yellow, like a
star, because that typically means whales. We don't want whales anymore. We've gotten enough whales for a fucking lifetime. We want, like, Omega Jupiter.
That's like Mars looking.
All right, we're gonna take this one. We don't want cheese. We want, like, meatball, but, like, old meatball. So once you've located a star or something along these lines, you need to locate their electromagnetic wave polarization, which is just by doing A and D
until the bar stops
for you. Are you with me?
This is gonna be on the test.
And you don't want to fail the test.
Yes, sir. Good.
You don't want to fail the test. All right? All right, the polarization is down low, which means that we're ready to begin our work. First things first, we're going to cut the audio.
We don't need audio from these antennas yet because they're not going to be picking up any audio.
Next thing, after any signal is located like this,
we want to spin this silly dial until this light turns green. Now, you could be an absolute peasant and actually manually do it, or you could simply click auto scan and tell the computer to play the game for you,
which is what I just did
to skip that whole process.
And now for the real hard part. This part, I had to go to doctor school. I had to go to dial doctor school for about 4 years. I got my bachelor's in this shit just so I could spin these dials to match these numbers. All right, I'm a doctor. All right, I put a lot of time into this. I made a lot of sacrifices so that the government could send me away into this crater to... Oh, it's snowing. Wow. Chat. Wow, that's negative 15 degrees Celsius outside. At 6 a.m. That's not great. Well,
let's go ahead and get some averages for these. And let's also turn on Aloha Joe while we're here.
This is where the fun begins. Average, 215. Average, 68.
This part's nice and
Easy, chat. All you gotta do right now is just set the averages.
trust me. The fastest way to do this, I used to do it other ways.
The fastest way to get your azimuth and elevation,
Which is basically putting your
satellites in position to detect the actual signal properly.
at full power, is just to set it to whatever the average says after about a full page of scrolling.
The rest we can do after. Now start the rotation. If you want to go try-hard mode, come over here and turn on your antennas to 130%. That's going to speed them up to maximum overdrive.
And now we just sort of hang out.
Now we can just sort of hang out. How you guys been?
Can we listen to something else, please?
Do you have a problem with Aloha Joe? Because it seems like you wouldn't have a problem with Aloha Joe, would you? You wouldn't have a problem with my boy Aloha Joe, one of the greatest.
Who at multiple points, I think, during his radio station actually revealed that he, in fact,
Hasn't gone to Hawaii ever. I think he's from, like, Austin, Texas, according to the radio station. I don't think he's ever been here to Hawaii. Yeah, I think Aloha Joe sort of deceived us multiple times. He, like, actually during one of the frequencies just, like, yelled that, the rotation is done. Very good. Now,
because it's currently snowing, as you can see, our satellites are moving ever so slightly in random directions. But I saw right before I looked over there that the
elevation is just opening up on green. That means we're within about a degree of the elevation in one way or the other. There we are.
that means that our elevation is done.
As soon as we get it to pretty much full. There we go. Elevation, check.
That's one of the 2 steps you need to do to finish the game.
And to get a signal. Now we just have to find the azimuth. The azimuth is going to be more annoying.
However, what you can typically assume is that if you set your average to 218 at
One point, and now it's gone down
as an average, the fastest way to
find your azimuth.
is to go down. Why is it snowing in a desert? What do you mean? It's not snowing at all. Chat,
Are you guys feeling alright?
are you guys good?
You're kind of freaking me out. Alright, so we're going to be lowering our azimuth by 1 point until that reaches green. It has. Everything turned off? We've got something from a carbon planet. We got a wait. Carbon would mean that it's made. We got a signal from an actual meatball. Let's get audio on this thing. It's whales.
But let it be known,
It could be diamonds. It's a plant. It's one big ball of coal. Oh, baby.
all right, chat. Once you start getting a signal, it's important to cut
Percentage to from your antennas and put them on server
to speed up your download.
because our internet sucks.
And with the extra 30% power, our internet's pretty good.
Good again at 9 megabytes per second. All right. We got what we came for. We got what we came for.
I have the flu, actually.
Gang, if I didn't have a nickel
For every single time I accidentally and irresponsibly opted to not get my flu shot because of just overall social incompetence,
I would have like 10. Man, oh man, if every single time I went to the doctor, they didn't say, oh, yeah, you haven't gotten your flu shot yet. Are you sure?
yeah, that signal was nothing. Once the signal is nothing, go ahead and just press that and send it back to the void where it belongs.
But as you can see, now with our charge efficiency back up, our system efficiency is recovered.
I never got my flu shot either.
Well, here's what happens, chat. Every single time that I go to the doctor, all right,
One specific thing happens. I go there for a thing, and then I forget to tell them about anything else that's going on. And then sometimes if they even offer to give me it, I'm like, I'll get it later. It's fine, sir. I don't want to inconvenience you with my shit for another moment. And then I never get it. So I'm constantly on the precipice of getting a horrible flu. Then again, every single time I've gotten the flu shot, like some sort of cruel curse, I've gotten the flu immediately afterwards, because the flu shot only protects you from one version.
So, I mean, like, I'm cursed as it is. I just don't go out anymore. And therefore, I can't get the flu. It's that easy.
Once you're done with getting signals, chat, it's fairly important to make sure of the final thing, which is going over to your terminal,
Logging in, and then immediately
typing in diagnostics. You need to make sure that your actual system is working. If it wasn't, you'd have to go and reset the entire system, which you're not going to have to do because our server is good. But
is our calibration good? It is,
which means we can continue to have fun
in the game without worrying about the signals for another second.
Well, without worrying about going out to fix a satellite, I guess, for another second.
Man, the weather. Yeah, the weather has been a little bit weird, actually, Chad. I don't know what's been going on with that. But, you know, it's a good day. The government, they gave us a raise. We still don't know what happened to my partner after the shoe thing. Does anything ever happen in this game, chat?
Yeah. An alien flew off when we found that shoe a while back.
The classic shoe. Elon Musk parked his fucking
booster right outside of our front door.
One day while I was walking outside, the snowman out here grabbed a bat and broke one of my legs. I had to crawl back inside and splint it up, and then he stopped moving again. So, you know, there's Nibiru again, coming to destroy us all.
That snowman is your partner?
Wrong. This snowman's a piece of shit.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
And you guys would be wise to not either. There's something off about his eyes, Chet. There's something wrong with his eyes.
Have you searched around the area for more shoes?
No. Typically, my excuse to search is when the game tells me I have to calibrate something. And that's not right now. Right now, Chet, it's time to resume our work. And the helicopter's coming,
which means I can actually replenish my power again, which is good.
Activating scanner.
What's upstairs?
The roof. And my telescope, which I will use in the evening
to prove to you guys that aliens are real.
Wait a minute. And also prove to you guys that humans aren't real. There's no human inside this helicopter, I can guarantee it. Now that I have my telescope, I can see. Hang on. Activate zoom mode. The sensitivity is incredibly high on this thing.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get a very good view of him.
But,
chat, eventually we're going to see a small dot. And you guys are going to say,
that's just a big bird. And I'm going to say that's an alien.
And I'm going to prove you guys wrong for the first time in this whole stream.
It's only a matter of time.
Almost proved it.
I mean, I don't think that glass is see-through. They're wearing extremely tinted glass
on their helicopter there. Was the game updated? A little bit.
It got some new signals.
Which the game desperately needed, considering
I was getting repeats somewhat regularly when it came to story stuff. Let's get the scan going again. What are they hiding in your garage?
My illegal power boosters that I use to keep my systems working properly.
Does the alien ever interact with you / jump scare you? God, chat, you want me to just spoil the whole game for you new people coming in and asking? You want me to just ruin it for you? I can't do that. I would just take it all out of you. Just take it easy and understand that all we gotta worry about right now is drinking coffee and finding Thanos' planet so that we can detect the whales that hide on it and document it
in our whale diary. Join me in continuing
our journey, spiraling into insanity,
while barely playing the game for the next 2 or so hours. When do you get the shotgun?
Pretty soon. I'm gonna need some coffee. Oh yeah, Chet.
Chad, I've almost finally done it.
I haven't played a JRPG in about 40 years. I mean 4 years. I mean about probably 6 years. But I'm inches away from opening up fucking Dragon Quest XI on Switch and caving. I've been waiting. I've been holding off because I know the game isn't good for me.
But I'm about to crack it open.
It's almost time.
I've heard that game is really good.
I've heard it's...
What about Weeb Souls? That's not a...
I don't even... Chat, that ain't a JRPG.
I don't count that game as a JRPG.
That game's trying to be Dark Souls. That's not a JRPG in the way that I think of JRPG. Are you crazy?
It sorta is.
I mean, it's an RPG. It's Dark Souls-like. It's not
JRPG and that's just what you're saying is just
hi. It's an RPG and it was made in Japan.
But I consider it a more specific style of genre than that.
It's not. I don't consider it that. All right, so we got an average of 340.29. All right, we're gonna be traveling for a little bit today. We got a long flight ahead of us on this one. Average of 345.
I watched The Irishman last night, actually, chat.
All 3.5 hours of it,
And I didn't press scrub forward more than one time without disappointing myself as someone's head exploded.
Guys, I couldn't believe it when they exploded.
Ah, man, it's every time. There's one moment in every single
Time I watch a movie where I say, what if I just press forward arrow once? Because it's been fucking 2.5 hours. What if, guys, I'm like dying. I need to skip part of this. All right, they're just talking about like what they had for breakfast. I pressed forward arrow once, and the guy's breakfast just lodged in his throat and he died. Oh my God, they permanently killed off the guy by making him eat a fucking donut. I got stuck in his throat.
Spoilers? Yes, spoiler.
The Irishman fucking eats a donut, dude, and it gets him.
That's how he dies. The rest of the movie is about everyone trying to think about how they could have possibly prevented him from eating that donut.
It's a detective movie.
Of sorts. What a way to go.
Dude, I don't want to fucking think about it.
Far too many moments in my life where I'm walking. I've had to force myself to sit down while I eat, chat, because for some reason when I walk around while I eat, my body is just going the whole time. Choke, do it, choke, breathe it in, breathe in the food, put it in your throat, get it right in your lungs. I want to inhale that fucking sandwich, motherfucker, and then that's pretty much the next, hour of like pure fear, because I tried to make an effort, like, over the last year to, like, walk around more when I'm not on my computer because, it's bad for you. You don't want to be sitting around all day.
You'll get a blood clot and you'll fucking die.
But simultaneously, when I started walking around and eating food at the same time,
pretty much consistently every week, there'd be a moment where I'd, like, keel over and say, almost just died again, holy shit!
And then I'd go back to work. I'd go back to
I needed a cup of coffee.
Why does he keep looking outside? There's never anything there. You seem like you're fun. I'm not gonna fill you in on why, because, apparently you've decoded my game.
And my experience. Well, Chad, just about time.
Hour-long meals.
Chat,
Look, okay? I'm a very hungry boy, and that may have contributed to my blood pressure being as raised as it is. But I will tell you one thing. I'm looking outside every window now just to, like, tilt them. I will tell you...
That's why. Did you see that? I thought... I locked myself in. It's time to prove that aliens are real, Chet!
What is that, a box? This is a floating picture of a guy. This whole time, what I thought was aliens was in fact a floating picture of a guy in a cube. Are the aliens sending me some sort of message?
What is this? Some guy. Weather balloons. Not even good weather balloons.
Well, chat.
It's Aloha Joe? No. No, it's not Aloha Joe. If it was Aloha Joe, I'd recognize him. Alright, well, we turned our shit's turned. Azimuth has gone down, same with elevation.
So we're just gonna start moving these two
Downwards.
till we get some green. The world is watching you descend into madness.
Yo, what if that's a fucking camera and that was a cameraman? This is some sort of Truman Show shit.
Let's everyone watch as the guy goes crazy.
Has anyone done that sort of television series yet? Because that'd be pretty good. You just sort of convince someone that they're like alone in a place. Like you just say, all right, dude, go to fucking, all right, so we've gotten you this nice cabin
Out in the middle of nowhere, Alaska.
just make it like a year.
And we'll give you $1 million. All alone, there won't be any cameramen.
But secretly, there's secret hidden cameras all over the entire place, and the whole thing's being live streamed. How long until the guy goes
Crazy. Wasn't that a movie? Yeah, probably.
But I want it to be real.
Chat, movies are all bullshit.
I want it to be real. Give me the real thing.
I want some guy to completely unhinge live on, like, fucking public television.
I'd unhinge.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't have internet.
I was already halfway there.
If you cut off my internet, I basically did that almost every time that the power would go out. I'd walk outside
And be like, I'm about 2 steps from going full wild man, hunting my own prey, like getting food, like getting a spear and going out and hunting for caribou.
and that was pretty much every winter, chat. That'd be me every winter. I lived in that sort of place. I'd walk outside and I'd say, pretty much any minute now I could descend back into my primal instincts and go hunting. I never would, because that's a lot of work,
But I did think about it multiple times. Grabbing a spear,
Who was your ISP? Cox?
Comcast.
The classic.
Eat rocks? Chat, you can't just eat rocks.
I'm definitely not finding my average there. Alright, bring this back up to 45.
Ish.
Tomato live on stream, my man.
Dude. Consume stone. You can't, chat.
Walk outside and eat a rock.
Let me know how it goes for you.
I'm curious.
You can if you try hard enough. I mean, yeah, you can technically eat anything if you... Chat, I'm talking about digesting it. I'm talking about, like, you finish the meal.
I'm not talking about...
I put a rock inside of me, and now it's coming out the other side. Like, that's not eating.
That's a mistake. You made a mistake. It needs to not come out the same on the other side.
Nice beta organs, tomato. Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's pretty much all of us now. We don't have an appendix that works anymore. All of our appendixes are basically like ticking time bombs.
man, chat, can you imagine if you could just fucking go outside and say, oh, what's this fucking roadkill?
My appendix will take care of the filth.
And then you just carry on your way as if nothing happened. We can't do that anymore, dude.
We're constricted by actually having to eat our food
Properly and prepare it like normal human beings. We can't just walk outside and grab filth and put it in our body anymore. We're trapped.
Speak for yourself.
We've received something from a white dwarf star. Star class O. Radio wave emission. Chat.
If this sounds like whales, I will gift 50 subscribers to my channel immediately. But if it doesn't, you guys owe me $1 billion. Deal? That's not whales.
That sounds like an alien spaceship.
That's a whale?
That's not fucking whales.
I can find you guys an example of what whale sound is.
That ain't whale.
That's a fucking droning hum.
I know whale. All right? You guys fucking act like you know whales. Give me my $1 billion. I know one of you has it on you. I know that we get paid in credits now. Don't act like you don't have my money. That's a dead whale?
I'll give you a whale sound.
All right, you want whale sound? Here's a whale sound.
Wait, no, not that one. Hang on, let me grab one of the ones from like vintage set.
Okay, no, that's whistling. Hang on.
Even that's not really whale sounds. Where's a star? Puffy Planet. This one always pissed me off. I remember when we found Puffy Planet, I said, that's the stupidest name for a planet ever. I consider this whale sound. Not like a recorder, like a very low hum, almost as if you're blowing into a bottle.
It's the same sound? They are not the same sound. Chat. You guys are fucking ridiculous today. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I don't understand why you're making such a scene.
Why? What did I do? It's probably pitch shifted. It's not the same sound.
Wrong? Wrong. Come on. We'll get another one, dude. All right? I need another cup of coffee. Sounds like the wind to me.
Dude, it could sound like anything. Sounds are subjective.
All right? Sounds are completely subjective. Sound blind. I think you mean deaf, you fucking... You mean deaf? I think you mean deaf. Sound blind.
Purple gun, someone just yelled in the chat. Why? But why would you yell that?
Purple Planet. We got Purple Planet. This one's usually pretty good, chat. These ones usually provide us with immense amount of capital. They usually pay me a lot of money to find purple planets.
Yellow Planet? No. Chat, do not fucking make me open up Adobe Photoshop. Okay?
And use the fucking, like, drop tool to like, select a color on my desktop and have it fucking actually tell me in hex form what color the thing is that I'm on. Because at some point, you're gonna make me cave, I'm gonna snap like a twig, and I'm gonna go on a 40-minute tirade about how you guys keep
gaslighting me about colors. Because I told you once. I gave you one in.
And you've abused it for your own foolish gain. And at some point, 100% system efficiency power.
By the way. Tomato color deaf gaming.
Gang.
So you're gonna tell me bananas are purple? You know what? In hindsight, chat, I should have asked what color a banana is before I fucking told you my plan. But I will say, chat, I'm more than confident at this point that I'm in fact not really that colorblind, and I simply have trouble deciphering the difference between purple and blue. And as a result of that specific incapability, everyone around me has always just gaslighted me for it. I've like done double checks. Like since you guys started picking on me for it, I started to like actually like do research. Holy shit, I've never gotten a perfect 85 before. Chat, what are the odds? Wow. Now 296, 70. Chat, I did research. I did like a bunch of soul searching because I was like mad because you guys make me mad on a daily basis all the time. And I went up and I was like, and I did some research. And I'm pretty sure I'm not colorblind. And I have, in fact, just had a bunch of assholes throughout my entire life consistently tell me I'm colorblind.
Which is so fucked up. That's fucked, chat. That's actually fucked up.
And I'm a little mad that they did it to me.
I'm tempted to call up almost
everyone that did it to me and tell them to go fuck themselves individually, one at a time.
What is that?
You think that's that picture again? Of that guy?
What do they want, chat? What do they want?
Call Buck. Buck never told me I was colorblind. He wouldn't dare do that, dude. He wouldn't dare fucking try to set me off like that.
Where is this thing?
I saw another like fucking
Thing in the distance.
damn it. Must be behind one of the satellites. Must be, I think it's like right there.
Distance blind? Chat. Alright, you guys gonna fucking pick on me? I guess I'll leave the door unlocked this evening. That's fine. I'll lock it again when you guys are nicer to me. I'll leave the door unlocked. Then when they come in and they dead us, it'll be on you. Tonight I leave the door unlocked. Let's not be crazy. Oh, I'll show you crazy. Alright, you guys want crazy? Apparently I can't see colors. And I already chat.
Alright, there's only one thing I can do now. And that's take a note out of every YouTube fucking piece of shit's book and buy one of those colorblind glasses and
start sobbing on screen as I realize that colors aren't as good as I thought they were, and I'm incredibly disappointed. It's the only choice now. Is that, dang. Whoa, dude, it's so pretty. Dude, I can't imagine crying over almost anything.
when it comes to like something that impresses me. I'd be like,
Whoa, that's epic.
but I wouldn't go like, I wouldn't start sobbing, I don't think, in pretty much any situation when it comes to joy.
I don't think I've ever cried in joy before, ever. I find the concept of crying because you're happy almost sad.
Is that sad to say? Is that mean?
That's never happened to me, ever. I think that means, I think that the only reason that you'd cry because you're happy is because your life is so dismally pathetic and sad most of the time that it's made you so happy that you can't comprehend the idea of being this happy. Is that a bad take? Cold. Hey, I'm just saying. Like, that's...
Well, like, why cry over a puppy? Why cry over a puppy? I don't...
Chad, if a cute-ass puppy runs up to me, I'm just gonna say, dude, this is a cute fucking puppy. Holy shit. That's a terrible take.
I don't know, dude. How many of you, show of hands, all right, no judging,
Have actually cried, like, out of pure joy. Not sadness.
pure raw joy? No, never. I have. Seems like a very small cut. And then a many, many sarcastic dickheads.
So I'm gonna have to assume maybe 5 of you at tops.
Absolute maximum have actually cried from pure raw joy. I cried laughing once. Okay, laughing is a different story.
I mean, you see something and your body says, oh, fuck. We supposed to be happy or sad? I don't get it. Oh, fuck, John, are we happy or are we sad? John! And then they just start making you cry while you're happy.
Like some sort of twisted, cruel joke. You know?
68. We gotta bring this thing down. I just do both. Dude, I haven't cried in a long time. I think the last time I cried... Oh, damn. I don't want to get... It ain't nothing like really... It's nothing sad. I think one time I cried from like pain because I fucked up my leg so bad I couldn't move at all. I think that's the last time I cried. Was that it hurt so bad. And I have a pretty high pain threshold. I fucking landed it in like just the worst way possible. And it wasn't like a sob. It was like tears. It was like a fucking... This hurts so bad I can't move. I'm tearing up from the pain. I'm not a crier. I'm an internalizer, chat. You gotta understand. We got a signal on our hands from an unknown repeating radio signal. We don't even know where it's coming from, chat. Let's see what we got here. Okay. They don't seem friendly. I think I just got blasted by some sort of brain thing. Or something like that.
I also barely recognize the signal.
Man,
hang on, is this a repeat? I guess I'll check it once I actually get the data from it.
Because that sounded somewhat repeaty to me. And at a certain point, a man's got to stand up for himself and say,
how could you do this to me again?
Was that an alien? Maybe I just need more coffee, chat. I think that's what it comes down to. Is I probably just need a sip of coffee.
I dislocated my knee and had it out for 30 minutes, no tears.
Well, aren't you a big boy?
Chat, I had liquid nitrogen poured on my heel over the course of 3 years to the point where I can no longer feel nerves on my entire bottom of my foot. So let me tell you what, I know a thing or two about pain. And I'll tell you what, it ceased me from being able to cry when it comes to pain forever. Why? I had a plantar wart when I was a kid. I got it from walking around in a like fucking pool without like shoes on. And let me tell you what, as gross as it sounds, those things fucking suck so bad, and the only way to get rid of them is to actually burn them out with liquid nitrogen. I went to a dermatologist every fucking month for 3 years, to the point where I had to use crutches for weeks on end because I couldn't walk. So, I'll tell you, this isn't a bit, this is not a bit. I haven't told this story before because I don't like talking about it. But like,
I've done my time.
At first, I cried like I was dying because I felt like I was.
But then, after about the second year, I was like a hardened veteran of war, chat. I would walk in there, she'd be like, it's time again. I'd be like, yeah, damn right, it's time. And then
we'd begin the work again, and I wouldn't even wince. But let me tell you what, I wouldn't wish something like that upon my worst fucking enemy. Imagine just like, I mean, liquid nitrogen is equivalent of actually just burning yourself with a fire. At a certain point, it's the opposite. So imagine someone grabbing a lighter and putting it to your heel and just sitting there with it for minutes at a time while all of the skin dies around it. Without painkillers. Nothing.
That was me.
That was me at fucking 8 years old, shit. That was me at 8 to 10 in elementary school.
Good times, man.
Why no painkillers? Because it wouldn't have mattered. Like, they didn't really touch that spot in your foot very well. And I was a kid. They didn't want to fucking...
It wasn't my bed or the observatory. Hang on. We got something from an unknown signal. It wasn't my bed or the observatory.
Check this again.
Okay. Giant bugs in space, chat. I told you they were real.
I'm gonna take a quick check at my bed and also check my toilet.
I just accidentally took a nap. Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Hey, at least now it's not Nibiru.
Did you see it just get closer?
When it was rising, did you see it get right in our face there, chat? Holy shit, that little dick. Oh my god.
It tried to get near us and then it saw like,
oh fuck, they're watching through the sky. Oh my god. Nibiru, you son of a bitch. You can't keep doing this. To me?
Wash your hands. The toilet, the fucking sink doesn't work, chat.
Oh, a shooting star. Another. And another. And another. And another. And another. And another.
Is the sky falling? Whoa, what's that? Whoa, what was that?
It's Mars. It's actually there.
Or that's Jupiter. No, it's Mars. And this is the moon. This one's definitely not Nibiru. It's also a 3D model, I think. Looking at the edge of it.
But those don't interest me. What interests me is stuff at this level that I see coming near me. But I don't see anything in that way. And there's another.
I wish that everyone in chat would be nicer to me, and since I used fucking 10 wishes at the same time on it, chat, you guys have to be. You guys have to be nicer to me. You gotta be. Alright. No matter the month, you can see a shit ton of shooting stars every night. Yeah, I mean, if you live in an actually normal area. I mean, I guess actually incredibly abnormal area. Because here in the real world, it's called light pollution. Have you ever heard of it? The idea of being able to see the infiniteness of space terrifies me and most of humanity. And that's why we've chosen to shine spotlights into the sky to hide the stars. Because it scares us. I, for one, have a very strong one that I use to also try to signal Batman if he's real. He hasn't showed up yet, but I think one day he might, chat. And I'm gonna ask him if he can sign an autograph. And then I'm gonna call the cops on him and see how quick he can run through the trees. There's nowhere to hide this time, Batman. Yeah, good luck fucking hiding in the trees, dude. It's not like buildings. Can't fit your Batmobile in here. I'm gonna get him. Chat, it's about time. Snitch? Dude. Look. Alright. You narc kidnapping Batman? I wouldn't get away with kidnapping him. He'd destroy me. Chat, I don't think... Oh, we've got the signal. It was as simple as that. Chat, let's be honest, okay? Now, I do have many years of martial arts training, but if I were to square off with Batman, even with no martial arts training, with how muscular he is, he would snap my neck like a fucking twig, and then I would just sort of die. I would die. There's not much more to that story. Remember the basics of CQC? Dude, whenever I hear CQC, I think about Metal Gear Solid, and I think about the fact that somehow everyone called Snake the master of CQC despite the fact that his only move he knew was hip throw. And it pisses me off every fucking day. You know one move! I do more moves around CQC. He could punch someone in the neck and then push him to the ground and they'd go, ow, and then they'd fucking stay down. There wasn't any other tricks. He didn't do anything. They just called him, oh, he's a guys, that guy's one of the best masters of CQC ever. No? He learned how to vandalize a gun and then he could push people over. Didn't need any more moves. A true master. Dude, a true master would be able to poke someone in the, like, solar plexus and their arms blow off of their body in every direction. Okay, now that's a master of CQC. Okay? But Snake? Dude? Snake could barely fucking hold his back straight. Dude, did you guys see him? How the fuck? No wonder he was in such fucked up shape in Metal Gear Solid 4. It wasn't just the aging process of his Vox Die virus. It was the fact that he's hunched over like a gremlin 24/7 through every game. He can't help himself. The only one that ever managed to have decent posture was the one that wasn't even Snake. Fucking hell. All right. We got azimuths to find. 125. Chad, I'm being honest. I've had a real like hankering to play Metal Gear again. But like, I don't want to sit down for a super long one. And I never beat Metal Gear Solid 5 because I sort of got sick of the fact that I knew that it didn't have an ending. Maybe I'll go back to it with mods and give it a go. Maybe do some permadeath thing with the fucking like soldiers you can get. Do something with that for it. Make it really hard. Because I know it's got some cool mods that make it more difficult and stuff. But man, oh man, if it didn't disappoint me to find out it wasn't. Metal Gear is overrated. I agree and disagree. I don't think it's as good as... I don't think it's the best thing since sliced bread, but it is a very good franchise. And I think saying that it's not a good franchise is incorrect. You know? It's definitely a little overrated. Quiet nude mod, I can smell it on you. Dude, I hated that character. Dude, imagine... Oh man, I can't tell you how quickly I benched her. I would forget that she existed sometimes when I played. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yo, my dog knows how to jump on people and rip their throats out. And my horse can poop on command. What do you do? Oh, you don't talk? Oh, you can't tell me what you do then. Oh, you snipe sometimes? On command? On command. Dude, the horse could poop on command. Oh, yeah. Shoot people from far away. Thief is a better stealth game. I mean, chat. Thief is a better game than all the Metal Gear Solids, but that's just me, alright? And that's because its mechanics are very well refined. Metal Gear Solid's problem that's always had is that it gets sort of bloaty. I mean, it's got so much stuff going on all the time that, like, I don't know. My favorite one was Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. I like that one a lot. Wrong. Only people that say that Thief is a worse game than Metal Gear Solid haven't played Thief, I think. Because if you actually give Thief 2 specifically a chance, I think you'd find that it's a better stealth game than Metal Gear Solid is. Metal Gear Solid has a lot of other good stuff going for it in the gameplay and in the story and in the lore and the world it builds, but Thief is a better stealth game. Objectively, I don't think that's a contest. New Thief is bad. New Thief isn't even. I don't even count that as a fucking game that exists, chat. That game ain't real. Is my stuff still moving? It's still moving. I guess now's probably a good time to check for calibration. Make sure the computer's fucking working. Admin. Calibration. Diagnostics. Oh. Antenna server 019 timeout. Reboot all? He's talking about Thief. I'm talking about Thief Dark Project and Thief 2 Metal Age. None of the others. God damn it. Alright, we gotta go to Antenna 19. It was only a matter of time. Where is 19? As far away as you can physically get. New Thief is not worth playing at all? Oh, I'm keenly aware. Alright. Why are my front lights still on? Why are my lights still on? What is this? Whatever. I can still see. Thief's real strength isn't gameplay, it's level design. I think it's a mix. The level design, I don't know. It's hard to describe until you've played it. Because Thief 2's gameplay is based entirely around the level design. You know? Dishonored was fun. I'm tempted to blacklist the word Dishonored so people can't talk about that trash on my stream anymore. I think about it every day. I wake up in a cold sweat. I think at the ceiling. I think, should I ban it? Is it time to kill it off completely? Ah! Dishonored rant time. If people question me, yes, it will be. What's that sound? What am I hearing? Oh, a helicopter's coming at the same time as this thing is running. Okay. Admin. Reboot. Cool. And with this, the system should be back in working order. Cool. Yes, I want to hear. Alright, chat. For the final time, I'll try to compress it into a minute-long rant so that people can clip it so I never have to do it again. Dishonored's problem is that for all of its awesome gameplay and its awesome design philosophy when it comes to the combat, when it comes to the stealth, and every other part of its gameplay mechanics, it holds itself back and completely ruins the entire loop by punishing you for using those cool things by giving you a worse world state and an overall worse story. It punishes you for playing the game the way that they wanted you to play it by giving you a bunch of fucking punishments every single time you kill someone. If you kill too many people, the game's gonna tell you you're a fucking asshole and punish you for it. Like, you can't have fun in their game. A good stealth game and a good action game is a game that lets you use the tools that they gave you without saying fuck you for doing that. The normal no-kill stealth playthrough of Dishonored is using half of the tools and having less fun. It's a bad game, it's poorly designed in that regard. How long has this been? I don't know. Missing alien. Who put this here? God, I hated Dishonored. I hate the fact that I have to play it in a way, because I play my games for the story. And that game specifically tells me if I want to have fun in the game, I should play the evil way, because that's the way that lets you kill people and actually use all of your tools. And then it fucking curveballs me by saying that, oh, if you kill people, well, we're going to give you a worse world. Go fuck yourself. Everyone hates you. Everyone is sad. This world now sucks because you've decided to do this. So, there you have it. That's why I don't like Dishonored, and I think it's a bad franchise. What about the DLC? I haven't played the DLC because I didn't plan on ever playing them because I didn't like the base game. I can only operate on the assumption that the DLC is similar. And besides, I'm not about to play the fucking spin-off of a game if I didn't like the main game. I'm not gonna give them more money to try to like fucking convince me. That's just not on the table, chat. There's the azimuth. Somebody should clip that, take a load off Tomato's mind. Yes, please do. I think I compressed that well enough into at least a minute for the main point so people never ask again. Because good God, dude. It's just like the perfect game of missed opportunity. Like, there was no reason to make it. Like, that game is the perfect. I don't think I've ever covered this. All right, this is the point that I haven't made. That game is the perfect product of the exact time it came out, where everyone had to have multiple endings and every game had to have branching storylines. There had to have choice. You have to have choice in your game. Infamous did it. If Infamous did it, you have to do it. Guys, look at Infamous. Everyone look at Infamous. Look at that franchise. Look at how well it's doing. All right, let's all do it too. It's time. Everyone see Infamous? Now make your own. And then they all did Infamous. Info what? Don't act like you don't know what Infamous is. Infamous was one of like the hottest games back when it came out. Possibly the hottest back when it released. That game was huge. I never played it. Infamous 2 was bad though. That's a bad take. That's a terrible take. What the fuck? Infamous 2 is great. Wrong. Second Son was average. But 1 and 2 were great games. Mainly 2. 1 was worse than 2, I'd say. Why am I bringing this up? I want to bring this up to 29. Infamous 4, though. Are they making another Infamous game? Because I'm always tempted to go back. I'd stream Infamous 1 for a bit if it wasn't for the fact that it was like a 40-hour game and you don't get any of the cool stuff for like 16 hours. Prototype was better superpower wise. Yeah, but Infamous had a better structure, I think. Prototype's plan was, all right, go fucking crazy, and then you went crazy. But the cost of that was that the story was stinky. It was a sandbox. I play my games for a mix of story and gameplay, primarily story over gameplay. And if a game fucking comes up to me and says, fuck around and take this edgy bullshit with you when you go, like for the story, I'll enjoy the sandbox, but I won't play it for more than 20 minutes. Infamous had a story with it, which I liked. Where the fuck is this elevation? I guess it's at 10 sharp? That or I'm somehow perfectly in a position where I miss it. There it is. There we go. All right, we got it. Oh yeah, this is my VHS machine. This is where I could play movies if I had any. We got a miso planet. It's made out of soup. I can't have this anymore. It's full of too much sodium. All right, let's check what it sounds like. It sounds a little bit like a UFO. I don't know what a meso planet is. What is a meso planet? Someone tell me. Someone tell me what that means. Big soup planet. What's on camera? Oh, just a fucking disturbing picture of a camera for some reason on one of my satellites. Not that I'd be able to confirm which one it is. Actually, I guess because they've made the fucking landscape a little bit more identifiable. Wait, that's the water tower. Hang on. Let's get on the roof. Now that we have a telescope, I might be able to identify where that's coming from. It's facing the water tower, which is right there, meaning it's on one of those 2 satellites. And if fucking Elon Musk's thing would get out of the way, I'd actually be able to tell. Why wouldn't you know it? Yeah.
Yeah, that camera's coming from, like, the top of this. Fucking Elon. Get in the way.
What was that?
Oh, it's nothing.
When did you get a periscope?
Recently.
Mesoplanets are planetary bodies with smaller sizes than Mercury but larger than Ceres.
Wow, so it's very small. They could just call it small planet. They didn't need to give me this much bullshit.
Let alone a gigabyte of bullshit.
Just call it small.
Just a small one. Such a letdown.
Yeah, well, not everything can be aliens devouring scientists on an exoplanet. You know, we gotta mix it up. Gotta have a little bit and a little bit.
I wish they did Prototype 3, the second one. I like the second one, though. It felt smaller.
I did not like the second one.
I stopped playing it after, like,
An hour.
I did finish the first one, though. I don't remember why I stopped playing Prototype 2, though. Wait, yes I do. It's because the port for the PC was stinky garbage, and I wasn't about to buy it on a console. So I played it on the PC, it sucked on the PC, and then I turned it off. What's your opinion on Far Cry? Never played the first one. Always sort of wanted to, but I don't think it's aged very well, so I don't really plan on it. Loved and hated the second one at the same time. In a cruel sort of hostage situation that I don't know how to describe. I thought it was both terrible and great. Far Cry 3 was fucking awesome, in my opinion. Probably one of the best Ubisoft games they ever made. Partially because it came out at a really good time, and Ubisoft didn't even believe in it, which is why it proceeded to be really good. Because what do you know? AAA devs not having a huge hand in something results in a good product. They didn't even advertise it. The last half, though, I look at games from their whole the whole package, and not the last half, or every game would suck. So as a whole package, Far Cry 3 was a very good game. And Far Cry 4 was also a really good game. Far Cry 3 and 4 were both great. Though 4 was basically the continuation of, you liked 3? You want it again? And then they made it again, except with a worse story. So, you know. Far Cry 3 was good because the story was, like, also very good, I thought, for that one. Like, the development of the main character, while a little bit hard to believe, was also, you know, it was good. Voss, I didn't give a shit about Voss. I cared about the main character. And like him developing and stuff. Voss was nice, but like that was more of a like story about the character and like his friends than it was about Voss, pirate wacky boy. He was just a wacky pirate, chat. That's all. Haha, I said the line and then I pushed you in a hole. What? Chat, play the game again. Because clearly a lot of you are going off of fucking nostalgia memory. If you're gonna fucking come at me about Voss. I refuse. Well then, you know. What about Primal? What about Primal? I just didn't think Voss was that great. I mean, like, it takes a lot for me to care about an antagonist in a game over a protagonist and their development. I think the best games are ones where a protagonist actually develops as a character. The antagonist is so meaningless to me in a lot of games, unless the whole game is literally about the protagonist and the antagonist and their struggle. Case in point, a game like Arkham City. That is a game where having the Joker as a antagonist is actually interesting. Like the antagonist has a purpose. But when the antagonist can be killed off in the middle of the game with nothing changing, they're a meaningless character and I don't really care much about them at the end of the day. That's just my take for many games in that style. Did you dislike Far Cry 5? I liked Far Cry 5 because I played it with Kraken. If I had played it by myself, I would have fucking hated it. It felt so directionless. It felt like a sandbox. I hated that part of it completely and absolutely. I thought it was bad. Only reason I liked it was because I was playing with a friend. Have you played God of War 4? Yes. Fantastic game. God of War 4 is one of the good ones. One of the good goods. I don't see many people take swings at God of War 4 either because, you know, it's great. Honestly, there hasn't been many bad God of War games. It's one of the very consistently good games aside from God of War Ascension. which is like a spin-off. Aside from spin-offs, every God of War game has been fantastic. I loved 3 as well.
I played God of War back when Kratos was angry. All right, Chad, I played him back when he was an angry boy.
I played that game back when it came out.
Ah.
God of War 4 ended on a tease. Well, it's supposed to be another trilogy, so I mean, God of War 1. I mean, I guess God of War 1 actually ended as if they were assuming it would never be beaten. Well, they would never get another sequel for it. But God of War 2 ended on a fucking hyper cliffhanger as well. I liked his evolution from mad to dad. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, here's the thing about God of War as a thing. They could have just as easily just made a different game. I'm pretty sure Sony were the ones that were like, hey, please make God of War again. That game could have easily been about anything and followed that exact same setting and no one would have, cared. And it would have still been an amazing game. It did not need to be Kratos. And honestly, it makes less sense that it's Kratos. Haha, every fucking god lore fits in the same world, hee hee. They sort of had to fucking twist the rules and change almost everything in order to make that work. You know? It doesn't make sense, but, you know. Do you like Last of Us?
Oh boy, I've never played it.
I've never played it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've never gotten around to it. And I probably never will until the next game comes out, and then I'll get around to playing it and then play the other one. But I'm not going to play the first one until the next game comes out now. Well, I won't play it until like a week before the next one comes out, and then I'll go like straight into it and like hyper binge it is what my plan is. Revoke gamer license? Gang, what else came out around the time of Last of Us? Oh yeah, no, I remember. I was really into playing stuff on the PC, and it came out on only the PS3. And my response to that was, fuck that, and I didn't play it. That was why. I didn't feel like playing anything on the PS3 because they didn't have it set up at the time. Was pretty much the reason I never played it. And then when it came out on the PS4, I just said like, eh. And if you spoil the game, I'll ban you, so please don't. Honestly, don't spoil any of the games I'm talking about because there's no reason to. I haven't talked about anything involving the real true plots of anything I've talked about so far.
How about Witcher 3?
I actually started playing that game again recently with some mods. That game's still really fun. Especially if you can get a mod that takes away leveling and that changes how leveling works to balance it a little bit more. Because man, that game gets sort of dumpy as soon as your character can cut in half every monster in the whole fucking game like it's nothing. Which is pretty quick. Which it doesn't fuck around. You can very quickly get a character that breaks the whole game, and that makes it very unfun. Because, I mean, in that game, you're supposed to be you're supposed to struggle. That's why in the Witcher, show and in the books and stuff, there's no such thing as an easy kill. You are basically mutated to be at level with the monsters that you're fighting, not some fucking ascended god. Increase the difficulty. Dude, I played on Death March the first time, and I thought it was easy. Chat, your idea of what difficult is versus what I consider should be difficult are different things. I like my games how imagine Stalker how I like my game, Stalker Anomaly. If I haven't gotten a headshot and it kills me instantly, that game is too easy. If I'm not cleaved by a gigantic monster's claw and my character isn't split in half and he gets back up, he's like, oh dang, oh frick, let me eat some bread, then that game is too fucking easy. Did you like Pathologic? I loved Pathologic, but I wouldn't stream it again. It's a little too long and a little bit too wordy. It's also why when I play, fucking Disco Elysium, I'm not going to stream the whole thing. I'm going to do one day. Tomato wants what the fuck hard difficulty? Well, here's the thing about game devs and their idea of hard. Most developers and their idea and their concept of hard is turn up the damage and the health. And that's it. Thank you. That's why typically... Or an eclipsing star. Is it whales? That's whales. We got whales on the horizon, chat. Most devs fuck that up. That's why typically if I want to play a game like very hard, I will wait until a mod comes out that makes it better. Like there's a mod for The Witcher. I think it's designed by a person who helped code the combat for The Witcher 3. I think it was made and coded by one of the devs of The Witcher. And they proceeded to make the game much more difficult in a mod. It's called like Witcher 3 Expanded or something. And that adds a lot more difficulty to it. And that was sort of the sweet spot I needed to start having fun in that game again. Was like, it gets rid of all the levels for items. Everything is simply rarity. So like no weapon is considered garbage just because you got a new one. Like they have different like, you know, pros and cons throughout the entire game. And like combat has been totally reworked. It's really good. I was enjoying myself playing it. But let me tell you what, the first fight you get up in like the very beginning tutorial against like a couple of fucking like whatever they are, drowners, dude. Ghouls, I think they were. Man, you get fucking bopped if you don't fucking try your hardest to not. They regen faster than you can blink, as they should. Name of the mod? Witcher 3 Expanded Edition, I think, or something. Or that, or like, it's on the Nexus. If you look it up, it's on the Nexus. It's not that hard to find. Well, that's another signal down. We gotta go outside and head on over to the solar panels and get our shit regened. All right. Master Quest, Kappa. Chat, I was saying it at the beginning of the stream. I may just go straight into Grimrock 2 over doing Grimrock 1 Part 2, considering I was hinging on the fact that here's the thing, all right? Don't decolon yet. Don't you fucking decolon with me, all right? There's a reason. There's a specific reason why. And it's that if I look, if I fucking continue, I have heard multiple sources telling me, well, in the comments for the mod, that the difficulty of the puzzles later in the game is insane. And I was justifying continuing on with the logic of, well, if there's a walkthrough, if I get super stuck, I can use the walkthrough and get through it. Okay? Not that bad. The problem is that the walkthrough that the dev for the mod made ends at level 7. The game has 11 levels, I'm on level 5. So, at a certain point, I'm going to be unable to get help if I need it. And I don't want your guys' help, I'm talking real help. So, honestly, my worst fucking nightmare is being truly stuck on a, like, puzzle. I've never been truly stuck on a puzzle. I've had ones that take me 10 minutes, but not an hour. What I'll probably do, chat, is beat Master Quest on my own, and then once I've beaten it, I'm gonna switch right on into streaming Grimrock 2, and we'll just go straight into it, because I've also heard Grimrock 2 is a much better game overall than Grimrock 1. Exanima door puzzles. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about Exanima door puzzle. What was that? Oh, it's just it's just the shadows. Improvements with Grimrock 2 are pretty drastic. That's what I've heard. That's why I want to do that. Well, guess I better check the calibration of the old machine. Admin. Calibration. Everything working? God damn it! Service. Alright. Looks like we gotta head to antenna 16 for calibration work. Which is fine. These antennas move quite quickly nowadays. I'll set them to they're at maximum speed. Let's go to antenna, what was it, 13? Wait, what was it? What was it? Isn't 16, it was 16. Isn't 16 a light year away? Yeah, it's out there. Not super out there, but it's out there. But that gives me plenty of time to, you know, take more heaving shits all over all of your nostalgia for games that you thought were good, but they weren't. According to me, who has an objective opinion. Well, factual take on almost everything. What did you think of the game Dante's Inferno?
trash.
Let me tell you guys one that I did like, though, that for some reason many people didn't like, but I thought was one of the best action games I've had the privilege to play. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I fucking loved that game. I thought that was one of the good ones. That game was awful. Wrong. I'm sorry. Lords of Shadow 1, great. Lords of Shadow 2, bad. But 1 was awesome. The people that didn't like it, it seemed, were more people that wanted to either A, be Castlevania really badly, and I get that. That's a good that's a good desire, chat, because I too like Castlevania, and that game wasn't Castlevania. That was essentially God of War, but I was hungering for a God of War game, and Castlevania Lords of Shadow had a very good story, which I care a lot about. I like the story of that game, and it had really good world design. I liked the environments a lot. I liked the combat. It was a really solid game. And I think a lot of people just got mad at it and remembered it as being trash because all they wanted from the bottom of their hearts was another fucking Castlevania game like the good old days. But alas, Konami was already beginning to be fucking crusty. I'm gonna need your take on The Messenger. I've never heard of that game. Dragon's Dogma?
Alright, chat. Buckle in. If we're doing this. Alright. Here's my take on Dragon's Dogma.
Don't say uh-oh. It's not an uh-oh. My take on Dragon's Dogma is that I haven't gotten more than 4 hours in without getting bored every single time because the beginning of that game is fucking travesty bad. It is horrible. It is so bad, it makes me want to vomit every time. That's why I've tried to stream it multiple times. I've tried to play it multiple times. Every single time I give up because the beginning of that game is fucking terrible. I know the ending's good, but like... The garage.
Hello? So, hey, I'm, gonna head on up to the roof now and just sort of close that back how I found it. Maybe. It stopped.
Anything in the sky? Hello? I don't get what these are. Hello?
Just, okay. What were we talking about? What were we talking about, dude?
That's never happened. That was a sequence that's never happened for me, chat. That was actually really spooky.
I've never had that one happen before on stream.
Okay, yeah, I was talking about Dragon's Dogma. I consider one of the worst things that you can do in a game is make your beginning of the game suck and make your end game really good. Why? I don't get that. Like, the only time I can forgive it is MMOs because MMOs are, like, built around devouring your time without any respect for you. But, dude, I just don't have fucking time to... I have too many games to justify spending 20 hours trying to get to the fun part of the game and hoping that I'll enjoy the fun part when I get to it. You know? Does that make sense? I have too much stuff to do. I don't have enough time in my day to justify that. All I know is that Dark Arisen is fucking fantastic. And I will never play it because I'll never be high enough level, because I'll never play the game long enough. Because I instead will have to continue to watch a bull pull a cart through a mountain for the next 40 years of my life. When they make Dragon's Dogma 2, maybe they'll make it decent if they ever make it. Are they making one? I could have sworn I saw something about them making one.
What about Assassin's Creed?
Chat, say what you want about Assassin's Creed. I'm a big Assassin's Creed fanboy. I always have been. I love those games. I've always loved them. Aside from Unity, I've always loved Assassin's Creed games. I play every single one of them. It's one of my guilty pleasures as a franchise. There aren't many that I do it for, but I didn't play...
Okay, I didn't play Assassin's Creed Rogue because it was a spin-off and I just didn't have time. I did not play Odyssey. No, I did play Odyssey. I didn't play Origins. I played Odyssey. I didn't play Origins, and I did not play Unity. But I loved Assassin's Creed 2 from the bottom of my heart. It was one of my favorite games I had ever played. Not now. If I were to go back and play it now, I would probably think it sucks. But at the time, that game was great. It probably hasn't aged very well, but that game was great. Brotherhood, even better. Revelations, but it was still okay. Assassin's Creed 1 was great. I loved Assassin's Creed 1.
But I liked Assassin's Creed 1 because I could literally just
Sit there mashing the counter button, and every single guy, like a whole army of warriors, would be like looking at each other thinking, yo, do we even attack him? Like, as my guy's just spinning around, instantly killing everyone that comes near him.
It was so much fun. They made it so OP. Black Flag was the best. Black Flag was great.
Okay, that was one of my favorites.
I really liked Origins, chat. Not Origins. Odyssey. I don't know why they made two with the same O start, because it confuses me every time. Lots of people didn't try Odyssey. I fucking loved Odyssey. I played it all the way through, and I didn't stop. I don't know what came out around the same time as it that made everyone play. Wasn't it Sekiro? What came out at like the same time as Odyssey and everyone was just like, ah, fuck it. Something came out at the same time and everyone played it instead. Red Dead Redemption 2. It was Red Dead. Big mistake on their part. But once I was done with Red Dead and I played Odyssey, I was like, this deserved more attention. This was a better game than people gave it credit for. And man, oh man, people really didn't want to give it a chance. People, ever since Unity, people have taken heaving shits all over Assassin's Creed, even though at the very least,
you can tell with Odyssey, they fucking cared, and the devs were trying really hard to make a good game.
Like, that was the thing with Odyssey, is that you could tell from every point of playing it that, like,
they really fucking wanted to make a good game out of Odyssey, and they did. I thought it was great. The world is awesome. The design of that, like, that world was one of the first times in an Assassin's Creed game that I looked around and I said, wow, there's actually cool stuff to find in the world.
I really was not a huge fan of the whole RPG thing they were doing.
Yeah, but simultaneously,
I don't think there was any way they could fix.
The problem with
old Assassin's Creed games, chat, is that they are inherently flawed. The entire basis of Assassin's Creed is built off of pressing two buttons, and there is no way to get rid of that crust without taking out the entire combat system and getting rid of it, right? So they got rid of it. And whether you like the new way they did it or not, I see it as a necessary, if they want to continue the series, a necessary evil. Bring this down. Unity improved the combat. Yeah, but no one played Unity because it was a broken pile of shit.
Hello? Ghosts? Yo, what do you think about this, Aloha Joe? I need more coffee. I swear I need more coffee. fill this bad boy up. Maybe take a dump. While I'm at it, check outside for anything that's moving in the sky that doesn't look like...
Thought I heard something again, but of course there wouldn't be another alien in my fucking garage. That wouldn't make any sense, chat. Oh man, I didn't want this whole stream to be Tomatoes gaming opinions, chat. That wasn't my...
I wanted to get into wackier conversations about that. We haven't talked about diapers this stream yet, chat. Think about that.
You guys said I couldn't make it through one without it!
You guys said there's no way he gets through a whole Signal Simulator stream without talking about diapers!
You just did? Oh, fuck. Whatever.
Whatever, we got what we came for.
How's the moth? What moth? Chat, I tell you what,
I've got a fucking infestation in my house.
I don't know where it's coming from. Alright, you know stink bugs? Those little bastards? They don't actually stink, but they sure do stink in my opinion at this point.
Those little, like, ones with the fucking annoying, like, they're big, and they're not huge, but they're, like, big, they're very annoying to kill,
and they crunch when you kill them, which makes you feel bad, sort of. And they also make a very loud flapping noise when they flap.
Yeah, they are getting in, chat, and I don't know, it is the fucking abyss. It is the middle of winter hellscape out there, chat.
And one gets into my room every other day.
On the dot. And so far, I cannot find the source.
The smell is awful. Do they have a nose? I don't think they're stink bugs if they actually have a smell, because mine don't make... Let me look up what a stink bug looks like for a second. Hang on. Stink bug. No, that's stink bugs. I'm getting the brown ones. Brown stink bugs. And I don't smell them. I definitely don't. They don't make the smell where I come from. For sure. They don't do that, but I'm definitely getting stink bugs. They're also called shield bugs. They literally fucking stink.
Well, I'm getting ones that don't stink, so maybe they're trying to be courteous of me because I'm letting them into my house, even though it's not my own plan.
I didn't mean to let them in. Carpenter beetles? Chat, I looked up stink bug, and the first picture that you see is literally the thing that gets into my room every other day. Like, I'm not fucking around. I have a pile of corpses inside of a bucket next to my fucking bed. Like, wrapped up in paper towels.
Alright? So I know that it's them. And all I can say is, chat, I haven't been able to find the breach.
Scent deaf? I am not scent deaf!
Chat, there comes a time in my life where I have to finally stand up for myself and tell all of you that I can smell. Alright?
I can smell. I can use my nose.
And I'll tell you one thing, if I could use...
Dude, if they were making a smell, if they were making a smell, chat, I'd be able to actually find the source. But I'm almost dreading finding the source at this point because I don't know where they're coming from. There's no way. How cold can a bug survive? Like, how cold can it be before a bug just fucking dies? Because there's no way they're out there. There's no fucking way they're out there actually surviving. And with how cold it is most days, there's no way. So,
there has to be a swarm of them somewhere inside the house. I can't, they're not making a smell.
Doesn't smell them because his room smells worse?
Wrong.
Chat, I take smell very seriously, all right? And I constantly spray all sorts of scent boosting, products all over my room.
All right, all the time.
Also, if anything, my room smells like Raid because I have to fucking spray the entire border of my room. I have the unfortunate reality of having I've got a fucking fireplace in my room, chat, which I could use.
In the cold winters, I could use a fireplace, but,
instead, I think it's just a breaching hole for insects to be like, oh, sick! Dude, I'm coming in! And then they come in. Yeah, that is really common, yeah. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I don't use Raid. I think Raid also technically does it, but I got one of those sprays that's made to, like, make a border, and, like, bugs don't like it, and they just won't go near it. It won't kill them, but they won't go near it. So I basically sealed myself within. They don't work? I mean, fairly certain they work, because once I started using them, the bugs stopped coming. So, you know, wasps get in my chimney. It's only a matter of time before wasps find another way to get me in my new home, dude. I haven't seen one since I moved, and that doesn't add up. I think they're coming. It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna get a box in the mail. It's gonna be slowly vibrating.
All right? I'm gonna take it downstairs. I'm gonna open it, and inside the box is a fucking wasp nest. They mailed themselves to me. They immediately jump on me. They get me. It's only a matter of time.
How do you handle spiders? Well, my go-to plan when it comes to spiders is, if I don't see you, it's cool. Stay in my room. Get bugs that come in. But if you come into my peripheral, I am not gonna let you stay. You are either going to get into my hand and I'm gonna take you outside where you will die because it's freezing cold, or I'm going to crush you and you are going to fucking super die. And really, it depends on how feisty you are. That's right, chat. I decide the lives of spiders based on how feisty they are. Because if I get near them with my hand and they go, oh fuck, and they like run away, they're dead. If they run, they die. All right, that's how I do it, dude. Because I don't like fast moving shit in my room. You ever encounter wolf spider? Yes. Not in my house. They were outside in my yard, and I said, "Oh, dude, that's sick." And then I walked away because we were cool, because they were outside in my yard and not inside my house. They were very large and very not cool. I didn't like seeing how big they were. I didn't like seeing that I could like count every single like different thing on them so clearly. But what if the spider bites your hand? When I said carry them in my hand, I usually say I carry them in a jar, is what I mean. Because it's either they go out in the jar or they go out smeared on my 2015 yearbook. All right? That yearbook has a kill count, chat. My God. All right, let's get this thing fucking set up. 40. Bring it up. 2015 kills. What am I also gonna use that yearbook for, dude? Fucking actually remembering the past. I don't think many people from high school, unless they peaked in high school, try to remember high school. Or anyone that was at the high school. Pretty sure that's the rule for everyone when they graduate. Is to say, well, so long forever, I hope I never see any of you again. And then you go to graduation, like the reunion, and you say, I wish I hadn't come. now I'm remembering again. Chat. I was the vice president of my class, which means one day the president of my class is going to find my number. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I changed my number when I graduated, and they're gonna fucking find it, and they're gonna call me up and say, it's time to organize the reunion. And I'm going to have to lie and say I moved to LA to get out of it. That's right. Organizing the reunions falls on the vice president and president of the like final year of the like fucking class. So senior year. And I was vice president from fucking sophomore to senior year. Chat.
Falls on me.
What if he is watching your stream? One, it was a she. And two, they certainly don't watch my stream. I don't think anyone from my entire school ever fucking cared. Like, I don't think many people even knew. I was doing YouTube when I was in school, but like, I don't think anyone cared. And that wasn't for lack of me trying to get people to care.
There were a couple of times where I went, yeah, dude, I gotta go like fucking YouTube when I get home, dude.
To like friends of mine, to fuck with them. But
I don't think anyone from my high school gave a singular shit.
And that's okay. I prefer it that way.
The last thing I want
Is someone from my high school coming up and fucking hitting me up with anything when it comes while I'm streaming.
Oh my God, that would be the worst thing to ever happen to me. I think I'd have to ban them. I think I would ban them immediately. Like, hey man, it's Colin from high school.
The Insta ban.
Get out! Super Earth!
We got Super Earth on the radar, chat. Let's see what we're getting from Super Earth. Dude, I think they're operating on 7G fucking cellular towers over there. You can hear the cellular power from all the way over here. Hey, Tomato, it's Cabbage from high school. Dude, the only exposure I get to my high school nowadays is when I would meet up with my best friend from high school, Chris, and he would tell me about all the wacky things that are happening to everyone that graduated once everything started to go wrong. Oh man, we'd spend hours. I just like, all right, catch me up. What's going on? And he'd be like, because he'd know. He was a lot more socially active in high school than I was. So he'd be in contact with everyone still after like 2 or 3 years after we graduated. And he'd be like, oh yeah, this guy went to fucking jail. And I'd be like, what? And he was like, yeah, went to actual prison, like got thrown in jail. Like, and it was like it was a guy that I was like a friend with. And he was like, yeah, he's in prison now. And he's probably not getting out. And I was like, what? Stuff like that would happen a lot, dude. Oh, man. I'd find out that, like, friends of mine were, like, going into, like, fucking... Like, at their college, they were practicing, like, being a barber because it made them money while they were in college. I learned all sorts of wacky shit when I would meet up with him. I haven't talked to him in ages, though. Partially because I got a new phone. And I totally forgot to move my contacts over. And me and him very rarely contact each other. And now that I don't have his number, I have to wait for him to contact me, which could be 3 to 4 years, because that's about as long as it takes for me to contact him. Though I can still say without a doubt that we're still best friends. Like that, it's like it was one of those kinds of friendships, chat, where you just sort of know. Like, and there are ways that I could hunt down his number if I really wanted to. Just like we're both busy. Maybe he lost his phone too, Smile? Yeah. Maybe. Does he know you stream? Yeah. He was one of the first people that knew. Maybe he's also in jail? Oh, nah, dude. Nah, dude. He's one of the fucking smartest people I know. He's not in jail. If anything, he's like he's in like Wall Street scamming everyone with his immense money and his immense power that he's probably accumulated already. So he's a nerd? Oh, he's a nerd. Yeah, he's a super nerd. I'm also a nerd, though. Hey, it's me, Chris. I'm in jail, Smile. Yeah. Good to see you, man. I'm happy I have smart friends in college, LUL. Hey, man. That's really nice. I hope when I graduate, I keep in touch with my best friend. Yeah. You'll try, and then the cruelty of reality will sink in, chat, and slowly but surely, you will be tearing apart. Like, oh God, we probably talk once every year or two. But, like, it's still, like, if you're a good friend with someone, dude, like, taking 2 years of not talking is meaningless. Like, it doesn't change the fact that when you talk again, it's like nothing fucking changed. Like, and that's how you can tell that, like, you're good friends with someone, you know? I mean, that's, like, reality, you know? Like, that's life, you know? Typically, the people that you talk to the most are the people that you're around in your day-to-day for work. And that's my, you know, friends from Twitch and YouTube. Like, they're the people I talk to the most. So obviously, they're going to be the people that I'm closest friends with now. That's just how it is. Same thing goes when you go to a college and you meet new... That's a fucking cheese ball. We're going to go ahead and pass on that one and grab another scan. You talk to us almost every day, Tomato. Don't ever mix up my hostage situation, this Stockholm Syndrome bullshit for friendship chat. You'll get a headache. Don't do that. Whatever you do. Okay? I say that almost without goofs. One of the most important things to remember when it comes to like streamers and stuff is that while I am your entertainment source, we don't know each other personally, man. You know? Don't forget that, because sometimes I'll see people come in here and they'll send a really personal message over like subscription messages, and I don't know how to respond to that. I'm not
I'm not the person you should.
respond to with that, you know? There are better people to talk to.
People have come up to me.
In messages before and like with very personal like requests, and I've just been like, I'm not that guy. I am an entertainment source for you. And while I can talk to you individually in the chat, like I don't know you that well, and you don't know me that well in the grand scheme of things.
Are you my friend, Tomato? You specifically diluted Potato 1, though. I am your friend.
And I will always have specifically your back, come hell or high water.
But the rest can go fuck themselves.
Especially you. You know who you are. Let's be friends, Smile. What about me, though?
What about you? What about you, Chet?
Didn't you... And suddenly 500 subs have canceled?
Man, when you've already peaked on your subscriber count like I have, man, I wouldn't even notice until I notice when PayPal pays me in 15 more days or whatever. I wouldn't even notice.
One of these days, I gotta do another like thing where I gift 1,000 subs to myself so I can get closer to the peak. Cause chat, whether you know it or not, we may never get another emote. It'll be a long time before we get another emote slot, unless I want to do like a subathon, which I once again will say will never happen. I prefer death over that. But as it is, we're about 1,000 subs away from getting anywhere near the like threshold I need to unlock more emote slots. And we officially have no more slots. I'm pretty sure we don't have any left that are available. In order to get more emotes in, I'll have to delete old ones.
Meaning, I'm looking at you, Shock. I'm looking at you, Butter. You two are gonna die soon. It's almost over.
Mail I have to keep for now. Then we're also getting Cacophony's designing updates for some that are pretty old, and also fixing up some ones that have weirder like crop situations, like Rich or Money, whichever one it is, and Thief are both being zoomed in and updated. So like we're also updating them now. We're doing like remasters. Bean, I don't think I could get rid of Bean without a massive group-wide like uproar. I don't think I could actually do that one, right? You guys would get like mad if I did that. I don't think Bean's on the table.
58. Let's bring this up. We'll bring it up today. There we go. And what have we got here?
Red Giant. I bet that's whales.
Oh.
It's whales trying to learn how to compose synth music or something. They've gotten a hold of fucking weird, like, instrumental tools, and now they're learning how to synthesize their own beats. I need more coffee. Where the fuck is my coffee? I drank all of it? Oh my god. Any plans for playing any of the Metal Gear series? The only, unfortunately, chat, there's only 2 Metal Gear Solid games that make sense on a streaming format. And that is Metal Gear Solid 5 and Revengeance. Revengeance is on my list for very soon from now. Metal Gear Solid 5, not so much, but maybe. 3's good, but it's not streaming friendly. It's a lot longer. I don't want to do a really long game because I'd probably just do a one-off. Will we see any Saints Row?
All right, here we go. All right, everyone take a seat. Everyone sit down.
Saints Row was funny when we were all fucking 15, and if we play it now, it's gonna suck. So here's the answer to that question. Never. Saints Row should be locked in a time capsule and banned. Like, you should have to actually prove your age to be able to play that game, and then once you've passed that age, almost like Kids Next Door, they delete your memory and send you on your way like it never happened. That's the only way I think fucking Saints Row can be digested as a product, is by when you're 13, they give it to you and they say, you must understand it now while there's still time. And then when you reach like 18, they take it away from you and they hit you in the head with a bat so hard you forget everything that happened. And you move on with your life happy. Bad take? I don't know about that, chat. The gameplay was fun, but they made that game at the peak of cringe humor.
And bro, I can't cringe like that again, bro. Oh, it's gonna kill me, bro.
It's just how it is. Hot takes? I don't think they're hot takes, chat. I think that's a lukewarm take at best.
But if we gotta consult with anyone, we should consult with Aloha Joe.
Sounds like he agrees with me. He agrees with me. Look, chat. I know that some of my opinions when it comes to games are pretty hot takes, but I think that one's one of the more tame ones. I don't think Saints Row has aged very well at all, and I think streaming it would be catastrophically unfun. They dated that game very badly with the comedy of it, unfortunately. And that was the biggest mistake, is that they were looking at the now, what people were going to enjoy now, and they didn't think much about what people are going to enjoy. You know, are people going to like this game 10 years from now with this kind of stuff? Play 2? 2's not as bad, but 2 also is sort of crusty. 2, it's definitely a better, I think, game to stream. But I remember it being pretty crusty. I know, I played it all the way through. It's pretty crusty. And like, if I'm gonna play, I don't know, dude. I got better games to play, is the thing, chat. I got a lot of games to play. You know? The whole point of that franchise is to be crusty, though. No game's point should be to be crusty. The only excuse for a game being crusty is if it's made by 1 or 2 people and they're very ambitious.
Other than that, I find no excuse for a game being crusty. All right? Do you understand?
That is the only game, those are the only kinds of games I can let slide if they're crusty. Is like small team efforts that are very fucking ambitious for what they're supposed to be. That's the only time that I'm able to accept crustiness and say like, oh, this is an endearing amount of crust. I get why it's like this. It has to be because there wasn't enough time to make it another thing. But if you're looking at a fucking big ass team of people and they make a game that barely like functions in certain ways and feels like shit to play at certain points, me no do anymore. I used to suffer through that shit. Chad, I played through Raven's Cry Vendetta, and I did 80 hours of that shit, all right? I've gone through crust. I've waded through crust, all right? To try to find gems beneath them. All right, I played Kenshi for 300 hours. 300! And I'll tell you what, I was able to let the crust slide because I knew that game was made by 4 people. That's why. If it was made by 20 to 30, I would have said, this game fucking sucks. And I would have turned it off. I'm able to look at games when I buy them and critique them based exclusively off of how many people were working on it. I accidentally destroyed that signal. What's your favorite Strand type game? Oh man, chat. I loved Death Stranding. So I guess I'd say Death Stranding. Lots of people didn't like that game, and I get why people don't like it. I like that game. That was a me kind of game. I like games like this, so is it that hard to believe? You know? I'm the kind of guy who would probably turn on Euro Truck Simulator and say, this is fun. So, you know. What the fuck is that thing? What, you never seen a fucking purple munchkin before?
Keep on keeping on. Damn right, brother.
You mean yellow? Chat, one of these days, I'm going to say, oh, that's yellow when it's purple, and you guys are gonna get fucking toxic at me and be really mean. And like, you're gonna all reveal at the same time that it was a joke, and I'm not looking forward to that fucking day.
I'm really not.
You guys, like, there's no way I win this. There's no way I fucking walk away with a win on this. I gotta go get the, before I, actually, I guess I'll set this. I'll have it start moving, but I do need to set this, gotta refill the old solar paneling. That looks greenish to me. It was always fucking purple. Yeah, whatever. Does it actually bother you? No. It's not really. Chat, there's only a few things in this fucking world that bother me when it comes to you guys and the bullshit you guys pull on almost a daily basis. Because I think that my fuse is honestly pretty long when it comes to getting genuinely pissed. Getting yelled at during puzzle sequences. I do not like being yelled at. Being offered advice is one thing. Being fucking yelled at pisses me off to no end. That's like the fastest way to get me angry, is to yell at me while I'm doing a puzzle sequence and I'm struggling. That'll fucking tip me over the edge. Second to that, one-man spamming. If someone's like spamming one thing over and over again and I check their logs and it was just them doing it the whole time, that pisses me off because it's disrespectful to the stream, chat. I get rid of those people. Those are really the only two things that really piss me off. Other than that, I think I'm pretty zen. Backseating annoys me. It doesn't really make me angry. I yell at people that do it because I want to set an example and not let my stream become a cesspool. But, you know. Yeah, I gotta go to the solar panels, right? Hang on. I'll set this elevation up before I do it, since we're pretty much there. And maybe the azimuth, because I'm also pretty much here for this. You know how it is. What if they want me to go down? I'll go down. Would you ever consider enabling slow chat mode? Maybe like 10 to 20 second slowdown? Why? Like, that's the thing. It's like, why would I need to? I can read you guys perfectly fine. The only reason I enable slow chat is if it was so ridiculous that I couldn't read a message. As it is, I don't struggle to read your messages. X-ray binary star. Yeah, it's gonna be whales. I don't need to do that unless I can't, you know, actually read it. And I can't. If I was at like 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 viewers, which I don't see ever happening, like maybe I would enable it then. But even then, I mean, like, I got pretty fast eyes, chat. If there's one thing you guys know about me, when you talk about me, when you guys fucking have conversations about how amazing I am, the first thing most people talk about is the guy's got fast eyes. I got eyes like I got fastest eyes in the fucking West, all right? And that's why I've never been that's why every single, you know, eye doctor that's ever seen me has died. Because my eyes are so quick. They can't catch me. They fail to fucking, you know, put the eye drops in my eyes, and then I snap their neck out of pure reflex to protect my fast eyes. They can't do it. I got chameleon eyes. I'm gonna just like take my time getting back because that helicopter's gonna make that place unbearable. Did they change the elevation of this place? I swear there didn't used to be ramps and stuff. Look at all this. My kingdom. I don't remember there being hills before. So many, at least. The whole game looks better. I turned up some of the settings. Turns out my game was on medium settings the whole time. And now it's on ultra. Maximum power. Which is why it looks better. A little bit better. As good as it possibly could be for a game that doesn't look very good. Well, the helicopter's gone. Do some sick golf cart flips. Yeah, you want to see some golf cart flips, huh? Get a load of this one. I'm gonna flip off of the rails over here. Oh. Oh. Isn't this supposed to, like... Oh, man. I read about there being something I was supposed to pick up out here, like another sensor or something. But I could never find it. I've come around here so many times trying to find it, because I know it's supposed to make, like, a sound. I've never been able to find it once. I don't know if I've just been unlucky. I think there's something I'm supposed to find on the ground similar to the shoe. A secret? No, it's not supposed to be a secret. It's supposed to be water tower? Is it supposed to be near the water tower? Or did you just like say the word water tower? Cause I just knew there was like someone sent me a message that was like, you know, that like this will unlock a bunch of extra story stuff at the like for the game. If you find this thing, apparently. And I could never find it. And now it's been 6 sessions and I'm starting to and I could never really find it, you know? And at a certain point, 6 hours, 6 sessions in on this game, I can't handle it anymore. I just want to cave. And if there's something to get, I sort of just want to get it and be done with it. You know? And if that means driving all the way out to this desolate water tower, go between the 2 train tracks. Yes, perhaps. That's a lot of solar panels. I mean, that's a lot of fucking antennas, you know what I'm saying? Ah! Okay, yeah, it's over here. Hello? What the hell? A recorder. For $20. It was just a recorder, that wasn't... Oh god. Oh god, look at that. Look at that small speck. The camera crew is gonna be here any second. So according to something online, which is where I've gotten all my information from, apparently picking that up triggers like more story stuff to activate on the like sensors, which means we might get some new stuff now. Apparently. I'm not sure if that's actually true though. People told me to drive between these 2 railings, and all it's doing is give me a lot of fucking. This game doesn't really tell you, but you kind of have to explore the map to complete the story. Yeah, I mean, it's like going all the way out to that fucking water tower is brutal, though. I'm glad someone told me. Well, let's continue our work for now. Whoa! Oh my god, Elon! Set me up with a holy shit! Yo, he set me up! Damn! Uh-oh. Why's he got bullet holes on this side? Oh, they gave me the broken one. Elon. They gave me the floor model. I mean, it's still cool, I guess. I wish they would have given me like one of the good ones. If I had a choice, I would have asked for the, the good model. But I guess floor model's cool as well. Elon touched that one, I think, which makes it extra valuable. Well, let us continue on. And you need a cup of coffee, obviously. Elon is dumping his shit on your yard still? Yeah, we've basically become a dump for him, dude. It's really bad. He has no respect for us. He never has. Not once. Has he ever fucking, actually tried to take back the booster? He just leaves it here, which actually fucks up our scanners. Pretty bad. What's the new buttons on the green screen? We have a VHS now that I could have used to watch movies if I preemptively set it up. But I decided to play this game on an absolute whim because I wanted to do something I could end in 3 hours into the stream, or 4 hours, without too much concern. Because everything else that I have on my list is longer streams, starting tomorrow. I think we're doing not tonight tomorrow. I think we're actually going to do the bouncer game tomorrow. That's my plan. So we'll be doing bouncer, the bouncer fucking, Papers, Please sort of game about Brexit. CDDA never. CDDA very soon. I promise. But the bouncer game seems like a lot of fun. Lots of people have compared it to Papers, Please because it's very Papers, Please-like. I've heard it's really good. I want to at least give it a go. Did you find it? We got it.
We got it. Aloha, Joe?
I cannot imagine listening to other music other than Aloha Joe. Honestly. It's snowing. Look, Chad, it's snowing.
It's snowing in the middle of Colorado. And in a desert. One would almost be compelled to believe that that ain't snow, but is in fact ashes.
There it is. Hang on. Everyone be cool.
Don't let the cameraman know that we're watching him.
Oh, damn it, he's behind a thing. Oh, wait, no, he isn't.
Yeah, there he is again. There he is again. God! There he is, that fucking bastard. There he is. Watching over us, the big brother, breathing over our shoulder.
There's a cut in the fucking tapestry of the mountain. I see. Lovely tree. A nice tree.
A fancy tree.
I love that tree. One of my favorites.
Alright, wait.
Is this the Truman Show? Might as well be. Wow, that storm's actually getting... When you look at it like this, it looks like it's just like... almost impossible to see through when you're like, hang on. When I walked through, it looked like the whole screen was just snow.
What even is this game?
Think about a game where sometimes aliens try to get you as you look for signals in space and listen to Aloha Joe.
Ah, yes, the alphabet perfectly locked on in less than 10 seconds. Very good, very good. And elevation, bada bing. Another red giant. God damn it. Some garbage. Just another fucking radio wave trying to melt my brain. It's not even aliens. Just some bullshit. What time is it? Well, 13:17. I'm gonna take a nap and wait for the evening to come. Maybe the snow will be gone. Awesome, it is. And now, when the moon rises and the sun sets and the snow resumes. Have you played around much with the rover yet? Yeah, until the one time that I accidentally pressed reset and I lost all will to live, and I never used it again. You've never seen snow? Chat, show of hands. Who in this actual chat room has never seen snow in real life before? I don't mean a fucking movie. I don't mean television. I mean you've never seen the real deal. Let me be the first to tell you, you're missing out on nothing. Please, continue on with your life as you have been. It's just sticky and cold. And it's uncomfortable. And it sucks. Snow is great. Wrong. The only good snow is the kind that the fucking machines make on ski mountains, like mountains for skiing and snowboarding. And that snow is fucking bastardized mutant snow. Alright? Hang on, I got a text from my mom. My mommy just texted me. I have to check. I have to know what it says. Oh my god. She sent me a picture of food that she got for me at a deli. And I think sometimes she forgets that I'm actively trying to cut sodium out of my diet because I can tell just from looking at it that that thing is going to be my 100% daily value in 1 or 2 bites and I'm gonna die. God damn it. Well, hey, can't win them all, Chet. Sometimes you just gotta accept that your body's gonna die.
She's trying to kill you. She's trying to get rid of me. I'm gonna find out later that they took out an enormous fucking life insurance policy on me.
Millions of dollars. I'm gonna find out later. And now they're trying to load me up with sodium.
Holy shit. Okay, well.
Nothing that kicking back with old Aloha Joe can't handle, Chet. Let's get another scan underway. We got plenty of time still, Chet.
She's after those 6 streaming dollars. I wonder if she realizes if I feel shitty all the time because I'm eating terribly, I won't be able to stream.
Chat, you guys know me. I don't stream if I'm feeling bad. Alright, I just don't do it.
But I can tell you one thing.
It's actually felt pretty good to take better care of my body for once in my life since high school. I've been eating better. I've been working out over the last 5 days, and I felt great.
Wouldn't you know it? Taking care of your body makes you feel better.
My blood pressure's gone down 10 on each side. Systolic and diatrolic, whatever the fuck it's called.
Lies. Well, a lot of that's partially probably due to the fact that blood pressure also fluctuates pretty rapidly over the course of a month. That's why you have to look at the overall trend of it. But, I mean, it's, Tomato buff gaming. I wouldn't call it buff. I'd call it after a good couple of
After a good 30 minutes of working out, chat, my whole body is screaming for me to end it and to get a pizza. And it's resisting that and instead climbing into a shower and just standing there because you know that if you get out, your whole body's going to start screaming again. That's basically what it is right now, dude. I ended up skipping working out last night because I had to tell myself at a certain point, if I worked out again without letting my muscles start to heal at all, I was going to actually fuck them up. So I ended up having to I didn't work out. Ah! There's a point where you can tell yourself, muscles, it's time to fix your shit and start working, again. And then the point where you've done it for 4 days in a row and they're still not feeling any better and you have to say, okay, if I do this to them one more day in a row, there's a chance that they never get better and I fuck them up, so. Today's my rest day. Gotta take a break so I don't fucking rip my arms in half.
Tomato fucking destroyed muscles gaming.
Dude,
that's the thing about me, chat. And I think this is true for a lot of people, but it's especially for me.
When I have a problem,
I'm the guy that's all right, no holds barred, I'm fixing it immediately. I'm changing literally everything. I'm flipping the whole table. I'm changing everything about everything until it's fixed. That's how I've been my whole life when it comes to problems. I don't do gradual shifts to fix things. I just can't function like that. It's the same reason that, it's better for me to cut entire foods out of my diet than say, well, if I gradually start to do this thing, it'll be better for me. So, when I said I'm going to get in shape, I didn't say I'm going to start going for light jogs and doing a couple push-ups a day. I said, let me look up the fucking hardest wild one I can find online and let's get to fucking work. And then, fast forward to 3 days later while my body is screaming to die. All it wants to do is die. But, that's my life, dude. I do 100% or not at all with everything I do. Hence why when I started streaming last year, I went 100%. I didn't start doing 1 stream a week, and then 2 streams a week, and then 4 streams a week. I did, 5 streams a week, 5 streams a week, 5 streams a week. I don't like doing stuff halfway and then all the way gradually. My brain doesn't work like that. All the way or nothing! Into your tomato in bodybuilding competitions? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It's just how I work. I don't know, dude. It's not something I'm proud of. I'm not bragging about it. It's just that if I don't do something all the way, I don't do it at all. Like, that's what happened with YouTube. I wasn't doing it all the way, and I stopped doing it. If I don't fucking go super hard with everything I do, I cease it, and I don't get any better. It takes time. True. But I typically tell myself if I haven't set my whole life around doing something specifically, like 100%, I tell myself every day, I'll do it later. I'll do it fucking later. I'm gonna need more coffee. And then, like, you know, I get, it just, you know, you start to get complacent. Like VR. Either I have to set up the whole VR setup or none at all, chat. And that's just how it is. Man does his job 5 days a week. Dude, so crazy and insane. Man, I know you're goofing, but simultaneously, don't ever get it mixed up that streaming is not an easy job, even if it sounds like it is. Most of my time is actually spent off stream, either researching what I want to do, looking at analytics, doing math, all the other stuff in between. And also the constant impending dread of knowing that I have to entertain thousands of people consistently every single day for years on end without break and without vacation. That part's the scary part. The part where you have to say to yourself, be funny forever or you're dead. Like, you're on the streets. Hope you stay funny. Hope you keep it up, bitch. You gotta keep it up. Keep going. Keep going. Dance, monkey, dance. Keep going. Laugh. Why aren't you laughing? But I will also definitely say that there are other streamers that try way harder than me and deserve much more of your money than I do. If that makes sense. I try hard, but not that hard. And I'll also say that there are jobs that are definitely harder than streaming. I'd say that my job that I had before I came to start streaming was much harder. In the form of YouTube. YouTube was a fucking bitch. Yeah, when I was doing YouTube like full time, like a video every other day at the editing amount that I did for them, I didn't spend much time like talking to human beings. I spent almost every day staring at an Adobe like monitor. That was fucking nightmarish. I will never go back to that lifestyle. That was actually like the worst I think I was ever off physically in my whole life. I lost weight. I was like actually in a bad place when I was doing YouTube. It wasn't good. Because I had to fucking, in order to keep up my like arbitrary fucking schedule I set for myself, I had to literally work 24/7 without break. YouTube is such a shit show. Yeah, it also doesn't pay very well unless you have 1 billion subscribers, which doesn't make much sense as an adult, unfortunately. Sometimes people forget that, you know, we have to eat. Unfortunately, while I enjoy entertaining people, I also have to look at what's going to keep food on my table and help me entertain my stupid hobbies. Like buying every microtransaction in every video game I ever play. Hang on, we got a signal available from something. Yo! Aloha Joe, what do you think about that one? Okay. Check the garage. That was the only time I've ever seen something in the garage in the entire game, chat. That was a rare occurrence. I know a lot of it's RNG. Whoa, what the fuck is that about? Why is that light? Is that the moon? That's a bright fucking moon behind that cloud. Holy shit. That doesn't make much sense at all, Nibiru. If you're thinking of coming in right now, I have to warn you. I've got my laser beams locked on. Just a weather balloon? Yeah, you're probably right, bro. Probably just a weather balloon. That makes a lot more sense to me too, yeah. Yeah. Are you going to play the new Bannerlords beta? Is there an actual campaign, or is it just multiplayer? Because I've always considered the multiplayer of Mount & Blade the worst part. Multiplayer? Then no.
Preach it? I don't think I'm preaching much.
I don't think many people play Mount & Blade for the fucking multiplayer combat.
Especially not PvP.
Maybe PvE is fun, like with, you know,
Full invasion and shit like that, but like
the Mount & Blade campaign is the part that's actually unique and interesting.
Man, this is a big fucking file. Server's already at 100%. I think we got a diagnostic situation on our hands. Admin. Diagnostics.
Oh no. Reboot all. Please don't send me out to Antenna 8 in the middle of the night. Please don't. Don't. We're good. It's cool. I didn't want to have to go out there in the middle of the night. Dang? Why are people saying dang like they wanted me to get jumped? Oh, it was the moon. Just incredibly bright to the point of almost intimidating, chat.
Dude, I've seen the moon really bright some days where I live, dude, and sometimes it just freaks you out. Like, it's so bright. God, the moon is wacky, dude. We should shoot a nuke at it and see what happens. That's what I think. If I ever become a man of power, I will see to it that a nuke is shot straight into the moon. Stop. Never. I think we should. Chat, what if there's fucking cheese on the inside?
Gang, you know, that's the biggest sacrifice of my new diet. No cheese. I looked that up, dude. I was like, I
Really wanted cheese like a fucking, like, couple days ago so bad. And I looked it up.
and everything I looked up said, if you're trying to lower your blood pressure and you got it really high, don't fucking eat cheese. Like, super don't eat cheese.
That shit is all fat
And sodium.
and I was like, why live? Then why even live? And then I ate the whole fucking block. And then I died. And ever since I've been a ghost. Dude, guys, I'm a cheese fiend. That's the problem, dude. I don't talk about it much, but I am an absolute cheese goblin. I will fucking... I'm that guy who gets, like, if there's a cheese he hasn't tried, he tries it on the spot if someone offers, and, like, I get, like, a new cheese every week if I can. I'm a cheese boy.
At least I used to back when I lived at my old place.
I haven't gotten much cheese lately, though. Maggot cheese? No.
Guys, there's another rule to foods for me.
Okay?
And it doesn't have full organisms on the interior of the food.
If yes, then no. That's my rule.
All right, there are many things in this. I'm not a very picky eater. Okay, I'm not. But I would never fucking eat that. Eat bugs? I would eat a bug. Chat, if it was prepared in a specific way and multiple other people said this is good shit, I would try it. I genuinely would. But there's no fucking way I'm going to mix maggots into my cheese and then put that shit in my fucking mouth. All right? I'm not a picky eater, but that is one thing that I draw the line. All right? I just won't fucking do it. Doesn't like ham but eats bugs. Chat, do not fucking... Oh, how many more times do I have to... How many more times do I have to, like, summon the statement? Okay, I'll do it again. I'll do it one more time. Everyone has one food that is their, like, freebie. Like, that they are allowed to hate that other people may like. Mine is ham. I throw up when I touch ham. What is yours? Your turn. Everybody gets one. Corn, tomatoes, scallops. I could totally get scallops. Scallops are one of my favorites, but every single time I put a scallop in my mouth, there's always, like, by the second scallop that I eat, I say, I've had enough scallops. This is so rich and strong that, like, I feel like I couldn't put another one in my mouth if I wanted to. Scallops are one of the craziest, like, rich seafoods ever. They're wild. But that's why I like them a lot. Like, you could eat one scallop and be like, I'm full. I can't fucking do bananas. That one I can get as well. Bananas got a weirdness to them.
It threatens a man's masculinity as well. Whenever you eat a goddamn banana, you have to say that you're throwing away your manhood by putting that thing in your mouth. But I will say that I, for one,
Love bananas. And it was my personal joy to hear when I looked up stuff that I should eat while changing my diet around that bananas were super good for me. To that I said,
family, purchase me double the bananas. I'm eating 2 a day now. I get to have a treat.
potassium, baby. As long as you don't have too much,
Because at a certain point, potassium spirals you into cardiac arrest.
be careful, chat.
Everything in this world can kill you.
Can you handle 2 a day? 2 bananas a day is totally fine.
2 bananas a day is like fine.
I have 1 in the morning and then I have 1 before I go to sleep.
But like, you don't want to be having 5 a day.
What about 3? No, 2 is fine. Why would I? Chat, there's a certain point where eating too much of anything is bad for you, you know?
I'm not gonna just like fucking crack open.
Look, I've switched back like a couple months ago, all right? I told you guys, my typical meal for breakfast, because it was very filling, was 2 oats and honey bars. So like 2 packages of oats and honey bars.
All right, because it was just oats and honey.
Oats, moderately good for you, of course, and just honey. Not that bad. Pretty low on sodium even now.
Now, when I wake up, it's banana, 1 package of oats and honey bars, and then a mandarin orange.
All that fiber. Yeah, the fiber's the thing I'm watching for now.
Mandarin oranges, though, dude, they're one of my newer discoveries. Holy shit, I fell in love, chat.
I've fallen in love. I found my calling.
I didn't like normal oranges, they're too big. But then I found out about these little baby ones, like
3 or 4 days ago while I was going through my fridge in despair. Chat, there was the day off I had before I came back for Grimrock, dude, was a fucking roller coaster of like,
I'm dying.
I have to change everything. What even do I eat now?
And I was like fucking spiraling through like confusion.
And I found a sack of mandarin oranges in my fridge, and I tried one, and I said, "Hey, all right." And then I ate 2 more, and I said, "This is really good." And then I committed them to my new daily cycle, along with 2 medium boiled eggs on English muffin,
Which is also
if you don't put any spices on it, aside from some pepper.
very good for you.
So that's a lot of my scheme now, as I usually have those at some point during the day. Do you like them cold or room temperature? Well, I medium boil them so that the yolk is still soft-ish.
Then
I cool them off to the point where I can like peel off the shell without them immediately breaking apart, and I immediately slice them up and put them on the English muffins. Spice are bad? Well, not so much. Like, salt's bad, but I have pepper. Pepper's fine. Pepper apparently helps. Pepper's apparently pretty good for you, so I put a lot of pep on. But I'm trying to get to the point where I like spices, but I don't need them to be on something to enjoy the food, which is something that I've had an issue with for a long time, where I've had to sort of say to myself, I need more spice on this to enjoy the food. And I want to get away from that.
a shooting star.
I want to get away from that because it's not. Get some Indian food then? I love Indian food, and it's such a shame that they are fucking piled in so much sodium, dude. My whole life has been destroyed! Whatever. Look, guys, my diet's only gonna be weird for like the next fucking month while I bring my blood pressure down back to levels that I'm comfortable with, and then, and only then, I can start reintroducing stuff that I quite enjoy back into my diet in moderation, like a responsible human being, now that I can properly track myself. What if there was 0 sodium in Indian food?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right! What are you, crazy?
That shit's like 90% salt. I've received Indian food, you can see the salt still fucking piled in it.
What about dragon fruit? Isn't that the stinky one? Cause I don't get... Dang, I can get stinky cheese. I'm not sure if I'm ready for stinky fruit. Durian stinky. Dragon fruit just looks like it came from an alien. I remember now, I remember. I want to expand my fruit game because... Oh, this is still moving. I want to expand my fruit game because I've written it off for so long because I haven't needed to care about it, but I want to expand my fruit and vegetable game and learn new things that I enjoy. I would like to try out dragon fruit and all kinds of different fruits. My fruit game is weak, chat. But I will say, a lot of that also partially comes from the fact that living on the East Coast where the weather is always shitty, most fruits fucking suck all year round. It's a specific kind of fruit that you can get that will actually be in season and good. And most of the other ones are always gonna taste like absolute dog shit until it's the summer. I love nectarines. They're one of my favorite foods in the whole fucking world. And I have to wait until summer to enjoy them, unfortunately. Because once they get here, they just fucking decompose in this weather. Pomegranate is so fucking good. I've heard that I should be drinking pomegranate juice. How is that, chat? How's pomegranate juice? Is that good shit? I've heard that's good shit and I should be drinking more of it. Delicious? I might get some. Because I have read from multiple places I should be seeking out pomegranate juice and making that part of my daily routine. And look chat, I'm the kind of guy who has personally grabbed a fucking cup of grapefruit juice and drank that unsweetened. I drink grapefruit juice sweetened regularly, but I would drink grapefruit juice unsweetened at the same time without much issue. Monster! Dude, grapefruit's fucking awesome. Grapefruit's probably my favorite fruit. After nectarines, grapefruit is one of the best fruits out there if you remember to put sugar on it. Cut it in half, chat. Alright, cut it in half like a bowl. Grab a knife. Slice all of the grapefruit units separate from the bowl part. Then get a spoon. Drizzle it with some sugar. And you got yourself a bowl of grapefruit that just comes right out. This is the way. Units? I'd have to show you what I mean. What I usually do is I grab a knife and I separate all of the grapefruit from the, skin, but I just leave it in there and then I treat it like a bowl. I scoop it out once I've drizzled it in some sugar. It's good. But it's hard to explain if you don't know what I'm talking about. Pears are pretty good. Pears are good. I just wish they didn't look so stupid. You know what I'm saying, chat? What's wrong with them? I fucking cannot stand their stupid shape. I wish they'd stop. I love plums in season. I mean, I love most, look, I think that everyone can agree, fruit tastes pretty rad if it's in season. I don't know many people that dislike fruit because fruit is sugar. It's good. Fruit is a good flavor. Most fruit tastes really good if it's in season. When it's not in season, it tastes bad because it's not in season. You're trying to force something to grow when it doesn't want to grow. And that's doubly true when you live on the East Coast. And shit's being sent in from across the fucking country. And it's fucking never gonna be ripe enough to be good. Alas, that's the life I live. We just get fish, which is also good for me. Thank fucking God, dude. When I was looking up shit that I wasn't supposed to eat anymore, I was panicking. I was actually starting to get a panic attack because I was they're gonna tell me I can't eat fish. They're gonna fucking look me in the eyes and gonna tell me to cut fish out of my diet. But apparently I should be eating fish all the time, which is good. That one, dude, I might order sushi tonight. I might get sushi, because that I can enjoy still. Provided I don't have any of the soy sauce. But I usually don't even have my sushi with soy sauce, so. Is this diet and nutrition stream? Yeah, well, chat.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
I'm not afraid to talk to you guys about my health in this situation. I think it's important to talk about. And I think it's an important thing that you guys are aware of your own health. Because one day you'll check on a whim, your shit, and realize you're dying. And then want to fix your shit. And you know, I think that's a good conversation to have. Self-care is important.
We got another elementary school music class trying to teach kids how to play the recorders. Maybe this is flute this time.
I can't die if I don't know I'm dying. I know that's...
Oh, how true, my friend. How deliciously true. Yes.
This looks like a VR game. This would be a great VR game. This would be a fucking fantastic VR game.
Well, we're gonna be here a while. So, back to Aloha Joe.
I love these streams, man. I hope you find another game to do this with as well. Yeah, I do too. I like just hanging out and talking, because most of the time when I do my streams,
it's me just yelling and making noises.
I like being able to talk a little bit. At least once a week or two, or like once every 2 weeks.
So people remember that I'm a person and not a fucking, goblin.
Every minute of every day. Thoughts on the Witcher show? Like I talked about this like a couple days ago, but I'll go over it again just this one time, but then never again.
My thoughts on the Witcher show is that I liked it a lot. I thought that people gave Henry Cavill a lot of shit
for no reason. He clearly cared a lot about the part he was playing.
He did the character justice.
That whole show was great. I never read the books though, so full disclosure, I'm going in from the perspective of someone who has only played all 3 games. Well, 2 games. I never played the first one. Because it's old. And I don't play old games. Because old games suck.
They suck, chat. I hate old games. What am I, fucking 80?
Play it. The real reason I haven't played Witcher 1 is because I've heard it's actually like crusty and not that good compared to the other 2. And I'd rather not struggle through a game that I don't really want to play. Just to play it. So, that's why. R.I.P. Morrowind. Don't ever fucking talk shit about my boy Morrowind ever again, you son of a bitch, or I will get you, alright? I was making a joke. Get away from my boy. Morrowind is one of my favorite, if not my favorite RPG of all time, and I would thank you to never, ever, ever talk shit about it again. There's a mod by one of the devs for Witcher 1 that makes it less trash.
Yeah, but like, dude,
I consider mods that make games less trash sort of worthless. I don't want to play a game that I have to mod to have it be bearable, you know? Okay, Scoomer.
Shut up!
I'm still setting up Morrowind. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it because I want a good time for it. And I sort of want it to be when I'm not drowning in games. Because this next month there's a lot of stuff coming out and probably a lot of stuff that I'll play. Because chat, being realistic, I'll probably play Cyberpunk on stream. Even though I don't like doing many like new releases on stream. I might do Cyberpunk on stream just because I'm going to play it either way. And it'll probably result in me taking days off to play it. So I might jam out the first session on stream and like sort of give my opinion of it after that point. I won't do the whole thing through, but I will do just because money. Let me make this very clear.
Wait a minute. I don't even need to make it clear. You guys know by now already that I don't need to chase fucking trends to pull viewership on my stream. What do you mean money? I literally don't have to do that.
I pull better views playing old weird shit than I do playing new shit.
What do you fucking mean?
If anything, I'd play it because of what I said. If I'm going to take multiple days off probably to beat the game,
because chat, that's a story-driven game. You're out of your mind.
If you think for a fucking goddamn second I'm not going to beat it in 3 days before the entire story is spoiled for me online, you're insane. When it comes to story games that I actually care about, I care about that story game a lot, there's no fucking way I am going to fucking not beat it in like 2 days. Even if I have to like skip a day of streaming to do it. There's just not a chance. There's no way. Would you ever play Monster Hunter World? I played it on my own. I don't plan on playing it on stream. As much as my buds would want me to. I know Sam's giving me shit for not streaming Monster Hunter games on my stream so that we could do more Monster Hunter together. But like, gang, there are certain games, I made a policy on my stream to save certain games for just me, you know? And even if I think people might enjoy watching it on stream, there are certain games that I just want to play by myself, you know? Off stream. I don't want to have to worry about streaming it online. I want games I don't have to think about when I'm playing it off stream later. God, I hope I was streaming this. I wish I had been streaming this the whole time. And that's why I write off certain games as like, I'm not going to stream this. I won't touch this on stream. Because that way I can enjoy it without thinking in post, should I have been streaming this part? Should I play this game at all before I turn on another stream of it? You know? So I usually pick out games that I want to play on and off stream. Like, I'm going to play that Dragon Ball Z game that's coming out soon, for sure. I don't think I'll stream it. I think I'm just going to enjoy that for me, because I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fanboy. Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that one, because that one might be sort of goofy to play on stream. It's already out? Is it out right now? Did it come out today? I don't know if the one came out that we're thinking of. Hang on. It'd be on Steam. You better do Tenkaichi 2, though. That's the one I'd stream. I'd stream Tenkaichi 2. It's out tomorrow. Huh, we'll see then. Probably not going to stream it, though. It seems like something I'd rather just play on my own and have fun with. You know? I need more coffee. It's literally at Walmart. Dude, Walmart doesn't follow any rules ever. Your viewers would bully me too much? No one gets bullied for liking Dragon Ball Z, dude. That's everyone's freebie. That's everyone's weeb freebie. You fucking dare. Everyone likes Dragon Ball Z. I don't know many people that don't like that game. That series. That's a fucking universal everyone likes it deal, I think. Lots of people like Dragon Ball Z. I think you're in a minority if you dislike that series. You know? I'm not saying they're wrong. Dragon Ball Z isn't great. It's good. It's a lot of people's childhood. It's my childhood. I played all of the games when they came out on PS2. I fucking played everything that's come out recently. I'm a Dragon Ball Z boy. I even watched old school Dragon Ball because I would like Dragon Ball Z so much and I wanted to like know where it came from, and I enjoyed that as well. That's right, chat. I was the real deal. Dragon Ball is good. Dragon Ball is good. It's just that, like, Dragon Ball Z is more... it's such a shift. They're not even the same. They only have the same characters. That's the only thing similar about those two fucking series. That's the only fucking similarity, is that Goku's in both of them. And then there's Dragon Ball GT. You guys want to talk about good fucking franchises? Let's talk about GT. It's time. I've locked the door. I've locked it. No one gets out till I talk about GT. And non-canon Dragon Ball Z fanfic. Unlock the door. Alright, here I go. You ready? GT wasn't as bad as people remember. I think GT was above average. Not good, but above average. I think they made a horrible mistake making Goku a kid. They made a terrible mistake. They should have never done it. I think they should have just done some new characters instead. How do I unsub? I'm not saying it's good, chat. I'm saying it was above average, which means it wasn't terrible, because it wasn't. Still better than Super. I watched Super, I'll be honest. Super was steamy, fucking stinky garbage. The only redeeming thing about Super was the fact that most of the good fight scenes were very well animated.
That was the only good thing about Super. Okay? And it's that every once in a while, you turn it on and you'd say, I hope this fight's drawn well, and it would be drawn well, and very good action. But that was it. I don't know what the streamer... let me out!
Alright, fine, chat. I've opened the door. But watch out. I've left many traps in the hallway. I actually liked Super. Yeah, I mean, like, you can like whatever you like. I get why people would like it. I mean, it was just like... Super had the same symptom of a lot of fucking shows that shovel out episodes of something, and it's that the animation sucked. And there's so much recycled trash. That's why. That was my issue with Super. It's that the story sucked, but then again, story wasn't very important in any of those shows anyways.
Dragon Ball Z's story was stinky garbage. This planet would explode in 30 seconds!
Fast forward 20 more minutes in real time as they fight for 40 hours on the planet.
I reckon in the next 10 seconds this planet will be ashes.
2 more seasons of full dialogue and people gasping into their microphones as the voice actors take away millions of dollars from going
into their microphones. In exactly 5 seconds this planet will be no more. And then they died.
And then the fucking main character accidentally tripped away and survived in the vacuum of space. Oopsie daisy. Don't bully the Frieza arc of this hard tomato. Dude, here's the thing is that I bet it worked really well in like
the fucking paper form. In reading form,
I bet that
fucking countdown made sense because there was no passage of time.
You got to choose how long it took for you to read those pages.
In animated form, we've been here for 40 episodes now. I see Ginyu Frog still isn't dead. What's up with Ginyu? Y'all remember Ginyu Frog? Let's talk about the fucking best character in the franchise. Let's talk about Ginyu Frog. Yo! My shit.
He came back in Super. I know they'll bring him back every time because Ginyu is fucking funny.
Well, pathetic and sad now.
But I did like Ginyu Frog. Ah, man. Remember Ginyu Bulma? I remember it all, chat. I remember back when filler episodes were somewhat good in shows before they got crusty and bad.
I don't even know if that counted as filler. Was that filler, or was that just actual content from the series? I don't even know. Was Ginyu...
No.
That was just real.
It was filler? That's what I expected.
I remember when Goku and Piccolo learned how to drive. Dude, that was my... as a kid, that was my shit. Watching, like, characters try to learn mundane bullshit from the human world, that was my shit as a kid. I was like, this fucking rocks. This is canon in my heart.
In my heart, chat. As it should be. Truly canon. That was an example of good filler. Yeah. And then you wonder why you dream of mundane shit. Shut up, dude!
I can't even think of what my last fucking dream was about.
Oh no. Oh no, I think if I think any harder, I'm gonna remember. Oh no! I remember! No.
I was emptying the dishwasher.
I'm not even joking.
I was at my sink and I was taking dishes out of the dishwasher and putting them on like a fucking shelf.
You're boring. No, my actual life's cool. It's that my fucking dream world is boring because my life already has so much excitement. Chat, look, there's 2 kinds of dreams that I have. It's either A, insanely mundane, or B,
the world is ending, we're dying.
It's one or the other. The amount of times I remember many of the dreams where I just fucking die.
I have a lot of dreams where I fucking look up at the sky and I say, oh yeah, that's an asteroid, huh?
And then it kills us all. And I wake up and I say, all right, well, sort of wish I had a dream about dishwashing at this point. And I go back to sleep. How in the fuck have I not... Did I pass the elevation again? Is this what's happening today? All my dreams are school related and they're just as boring. Dude, sometimes I just dream about streamings too. And I don't mean fun streaming. I don't mean having fun for once while I stream. I dream about leaving my stream on and just forgetting about it. And then everyone unfollows because for some reason that would make them want to unfollow me because I forgot to turn my stream off. And then my career plummets. I've dreamt about that. That's a real one. And I don't mean as in like I fucking turned on my stream and then you guys heard me like eating food for 30 minutes and everyone was like, this guy fucking sucks now. I mean as in I left my stream on and went to sleep. And when I woke up, stream was still on and everyone had left. I also dreamed about streaming a game and the viewership was bad. And that was the whole stream. That was the whole stream dream. And like, you know, at that point, it's hard to separate life from reality and dreams from like, you know, from acts. Dude, where the fuck is this? I'm going to throw this entire signal in the trash if it's not right here. Thank you. Well done. Iron Planet. All right. Maybe you see the future in your dreams. Chat. All right, here's the thing. While that's playing, because that's going to be a little bit of a download, I will tell you first and foremost, and this is going to sound like crazy talk, okay? For real. But just like, please give me the benefit of the doubt. I have an absurdly high amount of deja vu experiences in my life to the point where it's like actually getting ridiculous at this point. And I know my mom is the exact same way to the point where she can call shit before it even happens. Like actually like for real, like almost weirdly psychic shit to the point where I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but like, gang, I will do something and then like I know that some of it is just like from repetition of doing it in the past and then your memory just like merges the two and says, oh, this hasn't happened before. Or this has happened before, but I can't remember that it happened and I only remember like the flash of it happening one time. But I swear to God, gang, sometimes I can do shit and I will have literally seen that happen a day ago, like frame by frame, and then continue to say, I know what happens next, and then it happens next. Not to the point where I could game a system or totally fuck with something, but I could say within like, when I turn this corner, it's gonna look like this, and I'll remember what happened next, like to the exact way that a person moved, and that's it. Like, it's weird, dude. I swear to God, it sounds crazy, but like legit, dude. I don't know how to describe it. Tomato goes to Vegas. It's so inconsistent and I would never be able to call on it that weird thing. It's like literally when I'm doing mundane shit, dude. It's not like when something crazy is happening. It's like I remember like, chat, yeah. When I fucked up my ankle, I literally saw that happening before it happened. When I fucked up my ankle like 4 months ago, I didn't talk about that. I literally saw that happening before it happened. I remembered perfectly to the point where I knew exactly how I was gonna step and it freaked me out. And then I stepped the exact same way. And like, as I was going down the stairs right before it happened, I said, I'm going to fuck up my ankle one of these days going down these stairs. Like everything, like I even subconsciously remember like having that thought of fucking up my ankle. It was weird, dude. It freaked me out. Meeting someone you've never met and you know who they are. That's never happened to me. Thank fucking God. That would freak me out. Well, this is done. Amber Alert! 11-year-old Charlotte! Fucking Amber Alert. Don't scare me like that. I had my ringer on. Oh my God. I thought I was about to die. I thought I was finally getting too deep in. Chat, that gave me a jump scare. Man, I thought I was going too deep in. Okay. I don't get those ever. I usually don't get them because my phone is usually muted and the government knows not to ask me for anything.
Chat, I'm the guy who, when he got his jury duty summons, I said, how far can I push it back? And they said a year, and I said, see you then, hope I remember. I'm not very good with stuff. And that's not me not wanting to help out my government. It's just me being lazy. And me being sort of a bad civilian and citizen. I just don't. Yeah. Enjoy your prison. Enjoy prison. Smile. Look, chat, here's the thing. As a person who works a job that is incredibly reliant on him working consistently and every day, I at least get to whip out the I am self-employed, work from home, and my entire income revolves around me being consistently able to work. I get to pull that card when I go there, which might just get me out of it. Even though, honestly, as a civilian, I shouldn't be against helping out for jury duty. What I'm afraid of, chat, isn't getting jury duty. It's getting a jury duty for someone murdered 8 people and then lit himself on fire and then decided to run through an orphanage while on fire, lighting other people onto fire. This trial is going to be 3 weeks long. That's what I'm scared of. I can do 1 day. I can do 2 days. But if I fucking get a jury duty for like, that guy fucking murdered someone, and then I find out it's gonna be weeks of bullshit, I cannot fucking fathom that. That would actually fuck up my career. That would actually be really bad for me. I had a trial that was 7 weeks. Don't you get paid? Yeah, chat, it doesn't matter if I get paid. My income for this work revolves around consistency. Me coming back 6 weeks later from not streaming and saying, hey gang, I'm back. Good news is I got paid $40. I accidentally just threw out that signal like an idiot. Oops. They pay you pennies. Just stream the jury. I mean, it's like, I get that a lot of people are in other situations, but it just sketches me out. Like, most people work hourly, so obviously jury duty is gonna be fucking bad for them too. Everyone's in the same boat, but sketches me out, dude. It would be catastrophic for like a streamer to have to take weeks off of work because they got fucked into a really bad case. Which is why I'm somewhat glad that I still live in the sticks. And most of the bad things that happen here are, this guy fucking scraped my car. You know? This guy fucking grabbed a key and cut my car. And then I just have to worry about that. Very simple. Not too crazy. I mean, when you stream late, you can stream late and we still watch. I know, but the problem is that, like, physically, dude, if I'm doing something all day, just sitting in a fucking room, you think I'm really gonna want to come back and immediately start streaming, go to sleep, and immediately get back up and go immediately back again without any break at that point? That sounds like hell on earth. It's that or your career. Shut up, chat! You guys don't understand. I'll live stream the court case. We'll get to have all sorts of wacky conversations until they show me the door and ask me to leave, at which point I'll be free and they'll never ask me to come back. I just have to be... I mean... yeah. I don't have the guts to be one of those people that does something, that says something fucked up when, like, attorneys are questioning people to get, like, jury members. I don't have the guts to say, like, I always try, I don't have the guts to lie. But I have heard that if you're very talkative and you talk a lot and you're very conversational, they'll tend to choose people that don't talk very much for jury. They don't like picking people that are very good talkers and talk very much. It's harder to... If people are very conversational, also makes... it's harder to direct them with, like, you know, I don't know, there's logic behind it or something. I read about it. I don't know, that stuff interests me at the same time. So I'll just fucking strike up a conversation with the fucking lawyer and be like, how you been? Like, we'll just have like a fucking good conversation and I'll say, well, you talk too much, bye, and they'll let me leave.
they introduce a bias.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not biased to anything though, because I'm a streamer. I'm not allowed to have opinions.
I'm legally not allowed to.
One time I had an opinion and Bezos emailed me with just a picture of an asshole, and I didn't know what that meant until he also mailed me in a box of shit. It was his shit, chat, and he mailed it to me. It was his asshole too. I could tell at that point. It was shipped with Prime, yes.
1 day shipping. True story. And that's when I knew I could never have an opinion again. Because Jeff Bezos would send me more piles of shit, his shit, in the mail. I'll tell you what, I had no idea a human being could shit that much. Oh, I gotta send you away forever, dude.
You can't use that word. You can't say that. Get out.
Forever. Goodbye.
No parole.
Alright. 165. Oh, we're still rotating.
I should probably set this on to antenna high.
What was the word? A bad one that you don't see people use it anymore because it's incredibly dated.
You only honestly see really fucking crummy Zoomer kids use it.
Because it's outdated and horrible. And a bad word.
I'm honestly shocked that my Nightbot doesn't automatically ban that word. Should probably make sure it's added for later.
But I guess it was a good chance to catch a scumbag and ban them forever. What were we talking about before that?
He used one of the horrible gamer words.
Yapple dapple? Oh yeah, we were talking about Bezos not letting me have opinions. Yeah, I guess I do have plenty of opinions though about stuff. And jury duty. I've just been on it because I feel like I have my jury duty form still here because when they I don't want to forget it. Like it's a year from now, but like at the same time, I'm worried because of how fucked governmental shit is. I won't be fucking told it's happening. So I have to memorize it and remember it now forever. I have to commit it to memory for a year from now.
Cause like they're not gonna tell me, and then police are gonna be at my door and they're gonna say you're going to prison.
Yes, hello boy. You're going to jail forever.
And then they'll throw me in jail forever.
Guys, I don't know if I can handle that.
I'd be destroyed in prison.
Actually, I bet I'd be okay in prison, chat. Aside from the fact that it would be a horrible, harrowing experience, I bet I could make friends in prison. I'm pretty good at making friends, alright? I'm not a super social person, but I bet I could just be like, I bet I could like
meet a couple people that aren't totally horrible and they would keep me from getting murdered.
It only takes meeting one.
It only takes, fucking whatever.
It's not what they take away, it's what we leave behind. When you live
Didn't even get the full signal yet.
it's so hard to say goodbye. Share aloha, goodbye, my friend. Live aloha
Yeah, whatever.
till we meet.
Bugs in space again, probably on that exoplanet or something.
Share aloha, goodbye, my friend. Live aloha till we meet.
Fucking stink bugs in space. I gotta take a dump.
The fuck is that? Hang on. There's no way I can get an angle on that with this fucking telescope. There's no way. There is a way.
You. God.
One.
once more. He's there, watching me, observing my progress. Why?
You're gonna get hemorrhoids if you keep pooping like that. Last thing I need in my whole life is poop advice from Twitch chat. While doing a bit on stream. Not that I do bits. Whatever! I think I can do my solar panels again now. It's probably about time since this is going to take a little bit to download.
Probably have to calibrate stuff too, but we'll do that when I get back.
My radio should continue on the, on this.
Or not. Maybe it'll just remain deafeningly quiet.
Man, it is dark out and a little foggy somehow.
It feels almost farther away than usual. Alright, well.
Hey, you know, it's not that scary to hit a button, close a thing, head on back.
Fog in the desert? Yeah, fog in the desert, dude. Some weirdness going on. I just want to take a quick peek around. I always like to check this place in the evening just to make sure there's no one lurking around. It's part of my job, actually. Oh! Gotta make sure that nothing's spooking around by the old backup satellite. You never really know anymore. Sometimes kids sneak into the facility and they play around with the hardware and break shit. You know how it is. I'm supposed to look around, make sure there's nothing weird going on around these borders. Check inside the shack last, make sure there's nothing in there. And head on back. By then, the thing should be downloaded. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing weird. Alright, and the thing's done downloaded. While we're out here, we might as well check the, calibration of the system. This isn't a real fucking oh my god. Whatever, is there any monsters up here? Before we go? Oh.
So what was that guy he saw?
Him, dude.
Mr. Alien.
One of the most powerful beings in this mortal plane.
Probably the dev, though. Most likely the dev. My god, the character is so small.
No, everything is just really big.
You're... Take that back! Size is relative, that's right. That's right. And maybe these are all... Maybe this man's a giant, and everything here is gigantic.
And to us, we'd be like the height of this, like, bottom of the bench, dude. We can't tell. We don't know.
For a second, what I heard
I thought I heard something spooky and I stopped talking for a second. That was creepy. They have arrived. It was 15. It was fucking... It was May 15th, 2017. Yeah.
Stop.
They arrived May 15th, 2017.
I see.
That's today?
Not today. No, today's today. Not that day.
I don't even know what day today is, though, to be honest. I sort of lost track.
Oh, this one looks good.
Are you going to try to trigger any of the special events?
Probably not.
I quite like accidentally finding stuff like that, not forcing them to happen. That sort of takes out the, you know, wonder and mystery of it all. If you know what I mean. I think we just heard an alien behind me on this VCR. Was what that static was.
That's not possible. I locked the door, see? It's not possible for something to even get in here.
There ain't no aliens for miles. And the only one that is left is the one we locked inside the garage.
You know, we never went back into that garage once he left. We should probably make sure they didn't, like, leave shit in there.
Alien shit might be incredibly radioactive. We might want to go and check that, actually.
Yeah, we'll go check that in a minute.
27.
All right, and 29.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Garage has ceiling entrance.
Oh, I know. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about the garage ceiling entrance.
I'm gonna turn on the outside light for a bit so I can actually see where I am.
Hello?
Hello? Nothing weird in here. It must have been nothing. Maybe it was all my head, chat. Maybe it was all just my brain.
Someone just said, why so many coffins? All right, hold up.
These are not coffins.
Now, they might be holding stuff like the Ark of the Covenant, but they are definitely not coffins.
All right? Even a brainlet could tell you that.
Those are crates. Boxes. Poor people coffins, yes. For the working class.
Yes. Hello?
Frogs in the vents again. I definitely just heard a frog in the vent.
Definitely just heard a frog in the vent. But surely that wouldn't... That's not possible. Frogs can't survive in the desert. Alright, we found the azimuth already. Let's find that elevation. Go from there. Got it. We had it. Eclipsing star. I wonder if it sounds like whales.
Fucking hell. No, this is like the recorder school thing.
Again, you know what that means, Aloha Joe.
Another piece of cake night.
How much download is this gonna be? A lot. I should check my calibration. God damn it. Maybe that'll fix it? This is nice music. Alright, well, Hope you guys liked it, because now we have to go outside.
To Antenna 8 in the middle of the night.
Fortunately, it's right next to us, so that's not that bad.
We have to go back outside in the dead of night where the aliens like to hang out. They could try to get us. I think this is 8.
Where the fuck is the entrance? Oh, there it is.
This 8? 8? 9.
God damn it, that's 8.
Imagine if there was just one jump scare in this game. Sort of fucked up, but I think I would love that.
Just the wind. Just the wind, chat. Blowing along.
All good?
Oh no!
I don't even know if the download is done until we get back.
9 and 10. And it's always snowing. I remember when the weather used to be divine all the time.
You could look outside and you wouldn't see anything. It was pure, raw, barren wasteland, and I loved it, chat.
Because I didn't have to worry about anything. There was no bullshit. Now, chat. Now there's bullshit every single time I look around.
Have we even seen Aloha Joe? How do we know he's not an alien?
Very true. Staggeringly realistic, chat. Why do you think he stopped talking?
Huh, Aloha Joe? You got something to hide?
Where is he? He's gone dark.
Joe?
Joe?
Joseph?
Well, I gotta go to 9 and 10 and calibrate them.
Admin. Calibration.
Yeah, 9 and 10. Service.
And start rotation. Hup. Wait.
Okay. Cool.
9 and 10.
Aloha Joe is trying to communicate with Space Hawaii.
Dude, I'm trying to communicate with the fucking weird ball right there, because that's not anything. These are bulbs.
These are fucking, like, bar fluorescent lights.
That doesn't even make sense.
Nothing. I don't understand what's going on with that. I keep looking at it like a fucking moth to a lamp, dude. I keep looking at it. I can't look away from that fucking light. You guys see me do it, too. Every time I walk through that window, I look at that light. Well, I know where 9 is. It's just that we gotta wait for the whole rotation to set up. So it might take a minute. It's gotta turn it pretty far away. Start with 10.
And 10 of 10.
I can't believe I don't get paid by the hour for this shit, chat. You know, they set me up with a fucking, like, actual salary so that they wouldn't have to pay me as much money. It was actually sort of a ripoff.
With how much I work at this job, I should be making millions by now, but instead they pay me fucking salary.
So I make nothing for this. There he goes again.
Bars have like little to no lighting because hangover-induced photosensitivity.
Dude, I like going to bars with friends when I go out with friends and stuff, but holy shit, dude. Too dark. I can't see anything.
It pisses me off.
I can't stand it.
I get it,
But simultaneously, dude,
I fucking hate it. I hate how loud it is in bars. Dude, that's one of my fucking greatest, like, that tilts me.
all right, let me tell. Ah, man. It's the same way with parties, though.
I'm the guy who likes going to parties because, like, you know,
Drinks, hanging out with friends.
but simultaneously, when it's so loud that I actually, while screaming, cannot hear my friend that's right next to me, it is too loud. And I become sort of old man-esque. Like, I get angry about it.
I get fucking mad.
If I can't understand what my friend is saying when they're next to me, and when I leave that fucking party, my throat hurts, the place was too loud. I don't get why they do that. I really don't get it.
All right, well, it's 10 done.
Is that a crop circle in my goddamn lawn? When did they have time to do this? Hello? How long has that been there? Has that been there for a while, chat? Did you guys notice without me, or is this the first time we're noticing this? I'll go over to it when the sun rises. Because I can't see shit right now. I might take a nap in-game to fast forward time so I can see better. Might be more clear at that point.
Snow circles.
Yeah, there it is. Fucking aliens. Crop circles are the least respectful thing they could have ever done. I would be, if I was a farmer, dude, all right? Once aliens are confirmed real and we find out they've been making crop circles, as a farmer, I would go up to them and be like, you have to fucking pay me. Like that, you just fucked up a whole season of farming. You fucked me. Thanks, asshole. Now pay me pay me $10,000. You owe me that much money. Crop insurance is pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot about crop insurance. Well, I mean, it's not like the insurance is going to believe them when a crop circle shows up in their fucking farm fields. Because everyone's going to say, oh, you did that yourself for, like, publicity, you asshole. You frothing dick. Is what the agent is actually going to say. So, you know, no, I'd still be mad. Crop insurance doesn't cover aliens? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I just realized now that we got special space aroma, dude. Look at that. Space aroma smell. What does space smell like? Isn't that the absence of it?
I thought it was the absence of smell.
Smells like whales. Whales smell like salt water, though. They probably don't. Most fish don't smell like anything till they're out of the water, and even then they just smell like fish, which is just smelling like ocean, but a more like pungent ocean. Smells like vacuum. Whales aren't fish, though.
Yeah, whatever. They swim in the water, they got a flipper just because it's sideways, and they breathe air.
They're just bad fish. They're just fish that fucked it up halfway, alright? There, I said it. Happy? Make up your goddamn mind! You suck! Couldn't figure it out. Either grow legs or grow gills. Pathetic. And sad. Simple as that. I'm gonna take a nap in the game and then go over to that crop circle. I need to know what its secrets are. How? Are you sure it's safe to fly in this storm? Okay, well, whatever. Fucking hell, it's so loud. Bye. Here it is. Wait. Where is it? I gotta get up on something again to even be able to see it, I think. Or is it only appear? Did it only appear in the snow?
Curiouser and curiouser. Very strange. Very strange indeed.
No, you can still sort of see it, just not very well. I think this... No, it was a snow circle, chat. It was much more clear in the snow. That said... Let me off. Oh, this is a staircase. I'm gonna go for that circle right there. I'm still, like, facing it. It's, like, right there. See if there's anything in it. It's, like, right here.
This ain't a crop circle, chat. This is some sort of spectral layering. By the looks of it. It's floating. Oh yeah, this is aliens. This is a ghost circle.
Oh, yep, this is a ghost circle, alright.
Yep. This here is a ghost circle.
Yeah, I don't really want anything to do with that.
I swear to God, that's not going to be the picture of the guy again. Look at that one up there. There's no way that's the picture of the guy again. I gotta check it. Look up. Maybe they'll take me. Hang on, if I stand here and I look up. I'm ready.
Nothing happened, Chet.
You failed me by telling me to do that.
Why?
Ow! Ow! My body crushed. I don't wear a seatbelt when I drive this thing. Man. Look down? Never.
Guys, if there's one thing I always make a solid effort to do, it's never to look at my sad body. In real life and in the virtual realm. Alright? I never look down. Because if I were to see my sad excuse for a human form, I would start to feel bad about myself. Aimless confusion and not understanding how my own body even looks anymore is how I've survived the last fucking 5 years of my existence. I don't plan on changing it. If you want to get me, chat, if you want to, like, kill me, all you have to do is get underneath my chin, because I won't check. If you're down there, you're in my blind spot, dude. I ain't checking. All right? Just, like, crouch. Crouch down. Like, if you want to get me, just, like, crouch down. All right? Which chin? I am fucking 171. I've been losing weight. I don't have 2 chins, motherfucker. All right? I'm a pretty skinny boy. But even still, sorry, I was stretching. 171 what? Pounds, which is pretty normal for my size. I've actually been losing weight since I switched my diet. 171 gallons.
I'm a water boy. I'm a giant balloon. Chet.
Aren't you like 4'1"? I think you're confusing me with other variety streamers, chat. I'm 6'2".
I think you're confusing me with other people.
Because I am pretty tall.
Now, it could be anyone.
Is that a Germa dig? What, is Germa supposed to be short? Chat, I'm not up to date with meme culture from other streamers. I try to avoid it.
Yes? God, you guys are mean.
does he tell you guys I mean? Because, like, it seems like everyone's in on some joke about bullying him for his height. That's pretty toxic. What the fuck? Damn.
You guys bully me for my color blindness, I guess, which
Isn't actually even color blindness. It's gaslighting.
so I guess, whatever. Everything goes. Have you not met him in person? I've met him multiple times in person. Every single time I've met him,
He hasn't been that short. He's been moderately tall. Not at best. He was like
he wasn't short to me.
didn't seem that short. Then again, he was on like he was wearing like very high heel shoes
At the time that I met him, like, you know, like disco style, like elevated platform kind.
I just thought it was a look though.
So, you know.
76-49.
Okay.
I got a good feeling about this one shot. I got a pretty good feel. 73-49. 73. 49.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, dude. I don't know him well enough to fucking bully him. I feel bad. You might not know that I'm joking. I just want to find one more chat. All right, so here's the situation with the stream. We've entered the calibration wildcard phase, where if the game tells me I have to calibrate one more satellite, the stream turns off. Because I did say I wanted this to be like 3 or 4 hour stream. And it's looking like it could be 5 or 6 if I don't activate calibration wildcard, situation.
So we're gonna keep going until the game tells me I have to calibrate a satellite.
That's how we'll do it now.
Which could be hours. It's random. What is this game?
It's almost, Gmart, you just sort of have to trust me. It is a good game to stream if you've learned how to get a signal. I don't want to explain any of it to you though, because it's so much better experienced completely blind. It's really good though. Especially like if you're just learning it and playing it, stream it. It's trust me, it's very good stream material. Have we got what we came for? Are we turned? 73.50? Yeah. Okay. I don't even know which way is the right way to go in this case, so I guess we'll go down on azimuth.
Okay, I play it tonight. Okay, smile.
Dude, it warms my heart. Most people might not care, but it warms my heart to see friends play games that I'm playing. And
Games I reckon. I almost sneezed on stream. It almost happened.
that one almost got through. It didn't though. It didn't. I wish more friends would play the games I recommend, because I would dare say that my taste in gaming is one of the best of all time. I would say that I am somewhat of a gaming master, and I don't recommend bad games. I feel like if every single one of my friends came up to me and said, give me one game to play, I could give every single one of my friends a perfectly tailored, experienced game for them specifically. And that's that part. The first part was me joking. Second part, not a joke. I feel like I could actually find like a good game for every one of my friends they would like from something that I've played. Okay, voice activated wizard game, man.
Shut up, dude. You gotta fucking break a couple of eggs to make an omelet. Think. You have incurred a horrible, horrible price by making me angry. You've made me angry, chat member. You've pissed me off. You've set me off. And now, maybe I'm gonna have to break a couple more eggs. Maybe I'm gonna have to break a couple more eggs, chat. Maybe I'll start pulling even worse games out of my pocket.
Maybe I'll whip out
Saints Row 4. That's right. That one wasn't even that one was just crusty unfunny. That one, it was all fart jokes, chat. I remember like it was yesterday. Yeah.
Play DMC2. I only play bad games, chat. Not that one. That one's just bad. That one's just an irredeemable pile of shit. All right. True. You think someone's gonna come in and fucking defend DMC2? I love DMC games though. Just not 2. Just not 2. I pretend that the series was DMC1, DMC3, DMC4, and DMC5. I also like the DMC spin-off game, like the remake thing they did. I quite enjoyed that game. Combat-wise, it was great. The rest of it didn't fucking care, but the combat was good. It was a good fighting game.
My brain.
It's all in the bass.
You can hear it all in the bass, chat.
It's pulsing our brain. We're turning that off. That's actually horrible. That sounds so bad. That actually made my ears hurt a little bit. No, that's staying off. Aloha Jones? Aloha. Why the fuck would he turn off his station? What the? Is it like that time of day where he would just turn off his station? Is it that late? What time is it? It's 7, which means for him it would be fucking 6. No, yeah, it'd be like 6 or 5.
Joe, why'd you do it to me, boy?
I want to go to the other ones. These places suck. Irish, Scottish, everything Celtic. It sucks. This sucks. Take me back, please. Oh. Hey!
Nice.
He's back.
Kraken played Sub Rosa and the engine seriously fucked up my ears.
Chat, I was watching him play that game because a part of me wanted to play it anyways, but I think I still have to stand by my principles of saying I don't want to play that game until the devs put any actual effort into the content of it beyond the physics.
I don't think I can just fucking play games and promote them anymore
If the devs aren't fucking putting the effort into designing them.
I don't think I can do it anymore.
Funny or not, I don't like the idea of promoting devs with that kind of stuff. And honestly, if I was gonna play it, I was gonna stream it.
I don't want to do that.
No more Xanima? Don't you dare compare Xanima's amount of content with Sub Rosa's costs the exact same amount of money for what it ships in its box. Alright? I consider Sub Rosa almost highway robbery compared to Xanima. If I had to recommend one or the other, I'd recommend Xanima 1,000 times over that.
Well, this was a nothing signal, so... Bad take! Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're gonna tell me, you're gonna look me and this entire chat, this collective in the eyes, and say that Sub Rosa, that cost $15, I purchased for $15, is worth the exact, is a better game than Xanima, costs the exact same amount of money. Both are physics-based games. Sub Rosa is 20 now? That game should be 10. He's finally recommending Xanima, chat. I'm recommending it over Sub Rosa if you had to choose. Holy shit. Dude, I can't imagine that. It's like... Oh, man. It's one of those games that needs such a serious update for me to be willing to play it again. And every single time they update it, they spend as long as it takes for Xanima to update. Wow, what am I looking at? The sun? How far I have to move here? with how long it takes for Exanima to update, like, it's ridiculous. I saw what they added in the newest update, like that world mode, and it's basically what they already made in their older version.
Meaning all they did was make a trashy, dumpy fucking, like, new city that looks worse than the old one. That barely works. And then they shipped that.
It's ridiculous. I don't know, dude. I'm tired of giving devs breaks like that. Especially when it's like, when it's so clear that, like, you know, when it's so clear that they're working on, like, dumb stuff that almost doesn't matter. Like, they're just still updating the physics engine and, like, doing that. It's like, it doesn't still need that. You're making a product that people already paid for at a certain point. The physics engine works. It's clearly working. So why don't you expand upon the world and actually, like, make the full product and then continue to work on the parts that aren't all together yet? You need to make content for your game that people already paid for. Ugh. Please forgive me, sir. I was calling the guy's comparison of the two.
I'm
not mad. If it was you that said that, trust me, I wasn't mad. It's just that I couldn't fathom the possibility of someone actually believing that Exanima was below Sub Rosa in quality. Because, say what, I've said a lot of stuff about Exanima, but that game is still good. It's just that, like, I don't know. Like, it's a hyper buyer beware situation for me. And everyone knows that at this point. I can't recommend that game without, like, multiple asterisks, is the thing. But I did get about 20 hours of playtime out of it, so it's still pretty good. If Tomato was mad, there would be nobody left in chat. It takes a lot for me to get mad at a singular chat member for something. Like, actually mad? Like, I can get pissed if someone says a word they aren't supposed to. I don't get mad, I just ban them on the spot because they're a dumbass.
Like, it takes a lot for me to get mad.
Typically, the only time I get mad is when someone says something that they shouldn't say because they've been here for long enough to know better, you know? If that makes sense? Like, it pisses me off when someone that, like, has watched for, like, years or something. Because I know a lot of people in my chat. I recognize names. I'm pretty good at that.
If I recognize someone say something fucking stupid that absolutely shouldn't have said it,
that's the one that pisses me off. Because I expect better. Poo-poo.
You are so fucking... That's the last goddamn straw, Wolfgar 9. I've given you so many breaks. I've given you hundreds of fucking breaks, and you just keep saying the goddamn thing.
That's it. Chat, I'm finally banning Wolfgar 9.
It's ending today. I've given him his final warning 8 times in a row,
and he continues to slap it down into the dirt. I'm getting rid of him. It ends as soon as I'm done getting this signal.
And not a minute before.
Come on. Was it 44 as the top?
Not him.
No, our free speech. Chat. Remember one thing. And this is the best lesson I think I can teach you about Twitch in general, especially Twitch chats. In Twitch chat, there is no such thing as free speech. I perfectly guide whatever it is I want you to say, and if I don't like what you're saying, I blacklist a single word of it.
There is no free speech on Twitch. Don't ever forget that. I control it.
Slightly. Pineapple pizza is best. Dude, the solution to that is me blacklisting the word pineapple. You're welcome. Well, looks like no more talk about pineapple pizza forever. See what I mean? Sub badges broken? Are they broken?
Oh god, they are broken. Everyone's the same fucking... How am I supposed to, you know, show preferential treatment to older subscribers and be really rude to newer subscribers because they haven't given me enough money to earn my respect yet through currency? This sucks. Now I have to treat you all like equals.
And that was the worst nightmare of my entire career.
No. No! Everyone's mold is gone. It's back into the wild.
Where the fuck is this? 11? This goes down forever. Oh, there it is. All right, one more. Little switch.
Just a little bit more. And what do we have here? Mega Earth!
Maximum over Earth. I think I've gotten this place before. It's just another like 7G internet like getting caught up in the like gunked up in the whatever, dude. Just let me steal some of their movies or whatever.
Admin diagnostics.
Okay. Calibration check. Chat, I'm sorry, the game is telling me no more. It's over. Holy shit, I'd never seen it calibrate 3 at the same time.
Damn, you guys got the short end of the stick on this one.
This will be the last signal of the night, I'm afraid. Look, chat, if I go any longer, it's gonna end up being a long stream, and at that point, I won't be able to justify streaming. You know, I want to be able to do more stuff this week. I want to actually be around longer this week, so. You know, I don't want to go overboard, especially since I'm still not totally rid of my cold and all that. I've been going for 4.5 hours, another fun stream. We won't play this again for another month or so, but you know, that's this game now to me, is a fun, just chill out game. We've gotten the bulk of the content out of it, so now it's just sort of like, you know, if I feel like playing it.
Well, that's about it for this episode of Whale Watching in Space. I'd say it was a good one, and it was. We got some story stuff done. We found some weird things. An alien broke into our garage, stole my nice hardware, and now we get to call it quits on another big day.
Guess I can leave this window open while I go through notifications today. Look out the window.
Chat, thank you for joining me on this additional stream of Signal Simulator Guy.
Great stream.
Yeah, whatever you say, chat.
It was a talking stream. My quota for talking streams was, did I get bored of you guys? I didn't, so I guess this was a good stream today.
Good job, you guys passed the test. I didn't get sick of you.
But it's been 4.5 hours. I'm feeling pretty hungry.
One of the side effects of me switching my diet around is I get hungry a lot faster.
I can't last like 8 hours before I need to eat.
It's like 4 or 5, and then my body's like, all right, it's time. Go again.
Now, one more.
So, yeah. I got like 5 hours in me before my body's screaming. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get through the notifications as always. Chat, I will be back tomorrow. If you're heading out, tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. EST, probably starting at 3 sharpish is what my new try. I'm planning on waking up early enough to do 3 sharp from now on. So we'll be starting, whole streams are gonna be starting a little bit earlier. But hey, don't worry, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Completely 100%. I think not tonight. I think we're gonna do the Papers, Please game. The Papers, Please alike game, the bouncer game. I think that's what we're doing. So keep your eyes peeled.
I'm sure a lot of you are excited to tell me the answer to every single one. I do, so don't worry. I'll be setting up an emo-only quick swap move on my Stream Deck before I do it. So whenever I start a level, I'm just gonna press a button and you'll be in emote-only mode. And it'll be, finally, I'll be free. It'll be great.
Let's get through these here notifications so I can be on my way. I hate emote mode.
I think that's the first time.
Oh, wait. You hate emote mode, huh? Oh, you hate emote mode.
Yeah, whatever. You know what the alternative is? Me getting mad at you. So, what's, you know.
Those are your choices.
You don't want number 2. Trust me. All right, let me find where I stopped. God, wow. All right. Whoa. Did this get like out of order? Did something fuck up? Hello? Oh, I found it. Okay. No, I didn't.
Oh man, it forgot my fucking order.
Oh, come on. Or did it? Did it? Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know where I started or stopped. But I recognize some of them. So I guess I'll start here. Hope I don't miss anyone, because honestly,
I'm sorry if I did. For some reason, the order got fucked today. Zwei Art Pie 11 N8, thank you for the 6 months. Slimy Snake UK, thank you for the Prime. Miracle Johnson, a year. A year? That means it's been a year since the Lakeview Cabin Collection stream that got me hooked on your content. Thanks for a year of laughs, and here's to more in the new year. Hey, thank you very much. Very nice of you, very nice of you. Thanks for sticking around for a whole year, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Broken Table, thank you for the year as well. Joko Star, 6, thank you for the Prime, 6 months. Thank you. Dog 37, thank you for the 100 bits. Fried Tatties, thank you for the Prime as well. Thank you, thank you. Kringleberg, thank you for the 6 months. Captain Sleazy, thank you for the Prime. Canada Senpai, tier 2 subscription for 11 months. Wow, an art lover, chat. Holy hell.
chat, I'm running out of short 4-hour-long story games I can play that the stream will enjoy.
If you guys have recommendations for short
4 to 5 hour story games that I can beat in one sitting, please recommend them in the Discord. As always, I look at my recommendations all the time.
What about an hour-long game? Preferably no.
But I can also put together a pile of games as well, so just recommend what you like. I love all the recommendations I get.
They're all good. Jack the Shrimper, thank you for the 500 bits. Imagine not buying Tomato's friendship through bits.
Yeah, chat. The only way I recognize
anyone is by the amount of money they've given me. You have to remember that.
I need money to understand anything about human interaction. Or else I don't even know how to... I don't know how to interpret it.
It's all about the fucking... It's all about that capital, chat. It's all about that stationery, dude, that paper, you know? Fairleys, thank you for the sub. Upset Ice Cube, thank you for the 10 months Prime. Sleepy Person 2, thank you for the 7 months Prime.
Imagine liking food that is good for you. Imagine it. Disgusting. The only good kind of food is the kind that hurts your body when it goes in.
Software, etc., thank you for the 1400 bits. Take my money and get some pomegranate juice.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna get some. Thank you.
Aranas, thank you for the sub. Sloppy Dolphin, 9 months Prime. Laylap 7, 9 months Prime as well.
Melee161,
Thank you for the 11 months. Hi, Tomato. I'm from the middle of the stream and hope you had a good end of the stream.
Hi, from the end of the stream. Yes, I have. Thank you for asking middle of the stream message. I appreciate that.
Eldritch Lich, thank you for the 3 months.
Hey, Tomato.
Out of the Elder Scrolls series, do you have a quest that was your favorite? Mine was a Dark Brotherhood quest in Oblivion, where you have to secretly assassinate everyone at a party without everyone at the party realizing that you are the murderer.
God, that's one of my favorites for sure, as well. I think my favorite, though, God, I can't remember. I'd have to play through Oblivion again. It was definitely in Oblivion. My favorite quest was definitely somewhere in Oblivion.
That one was a standout. There was also some in the Isle of Madness that I thought were really good.
I really liked the quest where you
Were in the Shattered Isles or whatever it was.
and you were in that dungeon. You were basically killing off a collective of like
Adventurers inside of a dungeon.
That was a really fun quest. I liked that one a lot. The Shimmering Isles, like dungeon one where you basically just kill this
Team of dungeon explorers.
one at a time, like a saw map. That was good shit.
Provo, thank you for the sub. Laughing Man 90, 9 months prime. Hey Tempto, I've been working evenings for a few months now, but still watch your VODs. Thanks for the laughs. Hey, no problem. Thanks for watching the VODs. I appreciate it. Glad you can still find time to enjoy my stuff. Praise the Sun, thank you for the 1200 bits. I do bits. Here's one now. And they sent me some bits.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Shark Missile, thank you for the
Sop. Clone 6, 7 months prime. Do you have big plans for this year? Not really.
I try to avoid doing big stream events most of the time, even though I could try to plan them, because typically they end up stressing me out beyond the orbit of the Earth, and then I don't end up having fun doing them. So right now, my main focus is just keeping up normal old streaming and keeping those as entertaining as possible. And then I'll juggle in more stuff when I feel ready and when, I feel like I'm burning out from doing the normal stuff. That's, I think, a pretty good way to do it, It's important not to, fucking try to overwork beyond what you think you're capable of at any more, point in time.
Or you're gonna totally burn yourself out super hard. Mongoose 4, thank you for the 100 bits. Good night, fellow EST person. Thank you, fellow EST person.
Fairlease, thank you for the 100 bits as well.
Take care of yourself, Tamto.
Thank you, I will.
Draga, thank you for the Prime.
Cacophony, thank you for gifting a sub. Very kind of you, thank you. And Nifty West, thank you for gifting 2 subscriptions to the channel. I appreciate that.
I've realized I was gifted a sub and wanted to pass it down. Wife and I love your streams, Tamto.
Hey, thanks, man. Thank you very much. The system works, chat. We got another one, chat. Someone that got gifted a sub went and gave it back, chat. The system, the cycle.
Thank you. All right, chat, that's it.
Not much else here this time around.
So I reckon I'm gonna send you guys on your way.
All right.
Let's raid old Robaz today, because he's actually live, and hopefully he's not ending his stream yet, because we never raid him.
So I'm gonna raid Robaz.
Looks like he is still live.
Good.
I'm gonna raid him. Because he's always offline long before I can actually raid him. I hope that my command went through, because I'm using a different platform now. It did? It did. Awesome. Guys, go hang out with Robaz. He's great.
He's real nice. He's raided me a bunch.
I like his streams a lot. Plays a lot of the same stuff as me, so I'm sure you guys will feel right at home.
Go on now, get! I'll see you guys tomorrow. 3 to 4 p.m. EST, probably 3 sharp. See you then.
Bye-bye.